Hello! Hello, Michael!
Wait, what?
How are people doing today?
I can't read that. My chat's too small.
I'm very sorry for the delay. You may notice that there's something slightly different about the setup today. Not much, mind, but I've just downloaded, I've just started setting up to convert to Stream Elements because Streamlabs is not being very cooperative about certain elements of things, and Streamlabs is just generally a lot less shitty to my CPU and GPU. So, only thing I can see here that's going to be a slightly issue is the chat, which is a little bit difficult to see. I will see if I can fix that very quickly. Let's see. Here we go. That's a lot better.
I'm having fun in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm glad someone is. I'm glad you're being busy.
Instantly just placing the blame on Rin.
Yes.
That's his job. It's fine. I live with it. I live with it every day. It's fine.
Preemptive strike.
Here we go. Now the chat is actually going to be visible. So give me a sec. I'm just gonna. Woo! Here we go. And the chat should be.
It's chaos already.
It is chaos improved. First and foremost, welcome to Dangerous Cults and Where to Find Them, Chapter 1, Episode 3, Waitress. And welcome to Ree, who has joined us all the way from Somewhere Bound, where Hulda is the DM. Hulda couldn't make it today, so she offered up one of her own players to take up the mantle for her today.
Tribute.
A willing sacrifice.
That's one way of putting it. Wow.
It's the only way of putting it.
So,
very much so.
Last session, our investigators had a bit of a funeral. Well, they didn't have a bit of a funeral. They went to the funeral of Jackson Elias.
It was relatively quick for us funerals go. We could call it a
Yeah,
day.
it was not a big affair.
No.
And then they had a small wake at Joanna Kensington's flat.
Well, with no alcohol, it is a really shitty wake.
Oh, there was alcohol because it was in Joanna's personal flat, not a public place.
She put the fun in funeral.
Don't remember this.
She put the fun in funeral.
Well,
No,
wouldn't that
you
fit
wouldn't.
perfectly?
I think that's very appropriate, to be fair.
My screen just froze. That was great. Yeah.
Do we have any new people in the chat today? Please say hi if you've not watched this before. And I'm sure either us or someone in the chat can give you a very quick summary of what we've been up to. But basically, the long and short of it is that our 4 investigators met again in New York after not seeing each other for about 4 years, approximately, because their friend Jackson Elias, a author who writes about death cults, had sent them a very odd telegram and asked them to meet in New York on the I think it was 15th of January,
We need a calendar.
1925.
We seriously need like an in-game calendar.
I have an in-game calendar. It's right here. That's why I'm picking it up.
Oh.
However, when our investigators turned up to the hotel he had told them to meet up at, they found the room locked, managed to get into the room, and found their friend, Jackson Elias, dead on the floor with a strange carving cut into his forehead and otherwise being quite brutally killed. They managed to intercept 3 of the assumed killers and killed 2 of them in a bit of a fight. The third one was taken away by the police. Now, they've been to the funeral of Jackson Elias last time. They've also spoken to a reporter named... Just a second to find my list. Where are you? Rebecca Schosenberg, who's a reporter from the New York Times. And they found out that apparently there have been a lot of these murders over the last few years. And the police department seemed to have pinned the blame of on a man called Hilton Adams, who was found standing over one of the bodies of one of these murdered people. And he has been condemned and is awaiting death sentence. So he's currently in Sing Sing prison. And Rebecca Schosenberg has followed this case and thinks there's something fishy about it when suddenly the person who is assumed to have committed these murders is in prison and yet another one has occurred.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it in really poor taste to say that there are similarities between this case and Among Us, which he was found by the body and it was really sus, and
Oh my goodness.
I think you've been playing Among Us too much.
The ironic thing is that Rick doesn't even play Among Us much because
I suck.
he just hears me. Oh look, we have
What? You're not-
and we have Stevie Bones here. Welcome, thank you for joining the stream.
We also have Kai, who plays Val.
Hey Kai! It was Rin. It's always Rin. I am terrible as the imposter. Hopefully not as terrible as a keeper. So, where we left off, Peggy realised that she has an acquaintance in the same area where where most of the local clues seem to lead. There is a place called the Juju House in Harlem that seems to be where a lot of the roads are leading currently. And Archie has made it his mission to check this place out. However, Peggy also realised that this contact of mine might be useful in this case. And she is a waitress at a diner called Dion's Diner. Without further ado, I think we're gonna just get into the action of it. Quite early in the morning, Peggy receives a phone call. And by the phone, there is also a letter in Aisling's handwriting. First off, the phone call is from Ramsey, Carlton Ramsey, saying that he's ready to set up the session for the will reading in the evening today, or a little bit later in the afternoon today, if that is appropriate for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if that is difficult, he can always move it around. But he tells you that it's quite instrumental that the 4 of you, or at least as many of you as possible, be there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. He's quite short. Oh gosh. He's quite short, and the conversation doesn't take long. And do you pick up the note from Aisling?
Yeah. Yeah, the guys are probably somewhere else. Yep. Peggy. Wow.
Peggy picks it up.
Peggy picks it up. Wow. What did she read?
It reads that she's gone out of town. to visit Professor Cowles in Massachusetts because his daughter got in touch and said that they had a short period of time where he could actually be available if she travelled up soon. Which is also why Hilda isn't here. Also, you may have seen on the screen right now, this is our little channel mascot. He's called Goo, which is an abbreviation of Great Old One, because he's the little mini Cthulhu.
He's adorable.
Oh my god!
What?
I
I'm
haven't
so
seen
tempted
it
to
yet.
like, I'm so tempted to like unfollow and then follow again. Just so I
Just
can
so
see
much
it.
pop up. I've actually been working a lot on creating him because I've been creating him like pixel by pixel in Piskel, which is like an online program that you can use to animate stuff, and I've been working a lot to make like short animations for him with the goal of setting him up as a channel pet that the chat can interact with through commands. So hopefully you will
Gotcha.
see a lot of him.
Tamagotchi. I knew it.
Yeah.
Called it. Tamagotchi-ish. Light.
So Aisling has gone to Massachusetts to visit Professor Cowles and hear what he's got to say. And thus will not be joining you to Harlem this morning because she got tickets for a very early train and left an ungodly hour. But
She just absolutely abandoned us. That's fine.
knowing Aisling's, knowing her, she's probably just stayed up all night and read and then gone straight to the train.
Yeah. Well, Piggy puts down the letter and Sergeant Cooper!
Ding ding.
Archie! Are you awake?
Where am I?
For those of you who don't know, our investigators, well, Peggy, because Peggy's filthy rich, has simply booked the entire top floor of the Astoria and has the suite. So they have pretty much the entire top floor there.
Does that
So she basically opened the door and shouted this out in the hallway, not in her room where no one can hear her.
A woman of means indeed.
needs to an end. Hey, these are the hotels where they have like ensuite rooms, right? Where there's just doors leading to the next room, leading the next room, leading the next room, into the end of time. So Archie appears after a cavalcade of door open, door close, door open, door close, door open, door close, and then eventually the door opens and he is there in a towel, having used the shower from the other end of the building. His hair is pretty much, despite the fact that it's quite short, in another towel, which is all bunched up on his head, like a little beehive of fabric.
So it's fabric, fabric.
Yes.
10 minutes in and we've already got fan service.
It's wait, what?
Thank you, Rick.
Apparently.
Peggy, darling, I think you're gonna have to shout a bit louder. Tommy's in. He's in one of his snooze modes. Just make some loud explosions. That'll get him moving.
I think I'll rather go knock on the door. I have some breakfast, or something, and Peggy just leaves. Completely flustered. I can't even speak.
Flustered. That's a new word.
Yes,
Coin.
flustered.
Canon. I'm just gonna write this in the chat. Flustered.
So,
Flustered.
Cooper's half dead anyway.
Let us know if the sound is a little bit better right now. Roro. I have made some small adjustments, so please let us know.
That's a rare thing. Rin and Rick are quieter than Evie and even Ree.
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it?
I have an effect on your TV. I'm sorry. I can speak more quieter.
No.
So
I've
soft
adjusted
like
the volume because it was a little bit sort of like here as well.
I can speak quieter.
Yeah, what continue the fan
Sorry, I can do.
Why continue the fan service?
Yes! Do it! One of us.
The door is open.
Are you open?
And Cooper is in the middle of his hotel room's living room and doing sit-ups.
Yes.
Bear test. Bear tested sit-ups.
What I should have asked was, or rather Rin should have asked, how do you want to do this? Oh god, I'm crying.
Okay, so we've gone straight into beach episode. Fine, okay. In snowy January.
Oh,
A great
Archie's
time for
watching
me to
this.
join.
Archie's definitely watching this, just leaning against the door like, go on. I do believe you've hit 10.
There you go.
Sergeant Cooper?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can we all meet up in my chaise lounge? Fully dressed? Just fully dressed in about 2 minutes. Thank you. Okay. And she leaves.
Excellent.
She was
Oh my
absolutely flustered.
Flustered. It is actually quite early because you've agreed to have lunch with Latoya Barnes, your contact. And she has lunch quite early because she starts work at around 6 or 7. So you've probably planned to meet at around 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Far too early.
Peggy's plan was to ask if everyone was ready to leave and tell them about Aisling, but she's flustered, so she's just sitting in her chaise lounge area. No, it's not.
Shares.
Yeah, divan.
Shares lingerie.
Writing. Yep.
The hell's launch?
Do
Lingerie?
they show up fully dressed or?
Yeah. Just a couple of minutes later, Cooper shows up fully dressed.
Oh, fine. Yeah, alright. Archie turns up dressed. Yawn.
Oh, God, how dull.
Too cold to walk around in a towel? But okay.
Hey, hotel towels are the best.
No, that was not my intention. Sorry.
Ren,
Accidentally clicked the camera while adjusting some sound. Sorry about
Ren, would you stop tinkering? God.
I can't help it. I have a problem.
If you ever wondered what class Ren would be in D&D, it's Artificer. Bard. Artificer Bard.
Multi-class bard artificer. Oh, good gods. Anyway.
I'm just gonna ignore chat and when everyone's in the room ready to meet the day,
Hello, Day.
Peggy hands Cooper the letter from Aisling. So I don't think Aisling will be joining us today.
Oh, good.
Well, I don't think she will not. She's somewhere else. So we'll just have to manage on our own.
Oh, heavens. However will we manage? I cannot imagine. Yes.
Your sister is quite helpful
Yes.
and very sweet.
As is most drugs under certain amounts. I've heard that rat poison can actually help a heart problem. If the amount is low enough. But it will kill you. Sorry, what was the question again? Oh yes, that's right. My sister is not present. I can tell this already before you said a word. Because I no longer sense her evil. He takes a look at Tommy. Am I waxing it on a bit thick? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Toast.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. That's it. He looks at Tommy and says, "Am I putting it on a bit thick today? Do you think?"
Yeah.
Ah.
A little bit.
So you both are in a good mood. That's good. I have booked our car for this entire day, so we can leave for lunch.
I said I could drive.
When did you say that?
I may have dreamt that.
Now.
I just.
Well,
Yes.
wait, I've booked the driver for the entire day, but you can drive if you want to. Do you want to? In
that's-
New York in snow?
Well, I mean, would you put it like that? Maybe not. Maybe your driver can do a better job. Who knows? Toast.
Well, he is paid for it.
No toast. You're eating out. That's why you're going to the diner. You're having breakfast there.
I
Eating
changed that. Yeah.
out. How droll. No alcohol. No toast. I fucking hate New York.
No, it beats Paris.
I don't know. Depends what you're
Have
looking
you
for in
seen-
Paris.
Have you eaten breakfast in Paris?
Not sober.
It's lovely.
You get a thin piece of crust. That's your whole breakfast.
Yes. There's a reason they
It's-
stay thin.
Avant-garde. It's new. It's modern.
Doesn't help when I get hungry.
Always worries me when a woman talks about new things. Oof. Next, you'll be getting the vote. Wait, hold on. Do they already have it by that point? Anyone? Chat? When did? Because I know it's
Yeah, or-
disgustingly recent.
I think it's very recent.
Okay,
actually.
Google.
I can't remember.
When did we get the right to
Thank
vote?
you. Without further
This is why
ado-
we
yes!
never should have Archie.
This is why
not
we have the
drunk.
chat. In the
Yes.
US, yes,
19
1921, I believe.
Yes!
Oh.
Thank you very
We
much,
don't.
Charlie.
By the way, we don't need Google. We have Roro.
Yeah, and Charlie.
usually- Or
And
Charlie.
Fudd. We have several people with strong Google Foo knowledge just in their
Right.
head. So
Roro's Google, Charlie's Siri, and I can't remember the third
also Michael. We have very knowledgeable people in chat.
one. Anyway,
Anyway.
Archie says
Regardless,
something sexist. Yes, there we go. Moving on.
And we leave.
it takes you quite a short time to get to Dion's Diner. It is situated on Morningside, not far from Columbia University. And it's a really cozy place. It serves your standard diner food and coffee and pie and all that, but also does specialize in soul food and Creole food. So
So not duck.
there's some southern roots here, clearly.
No duck.
Hmm?
No duck. I want a duck.
I don't think that's on the breakfast menu, but there is definitely some really scrumptious looking pancakes. As you enter the diner, the place isn't very big, but it's big enough to to sit around probably 20 people comfortably. It is quite modern for its area, so to say. Middle of Harlem isn't the place of high fashion, but it's clear that there's been a lot of work put into this place, although the building is quite old. So it seems to be somewhat established, and there's some music playing in the background, and it's a really cozy atmosphere. I'm gonna put on some music. Now that I
Yeah,
think
we
about
have
it.
music. Right.
I will no longer be able to hear the voices in my head.
Excellent.
And for you, my players, if you activate the streamed image that I have for you in the chat, you should be able to hear the music as well.
Oh
It's
gosh.
delightful.
Oh heavens.
You find a booth, and it doesn't take long for a young woman, probably mid-30s, no, mid-20s.
Whoa. We need to discuss what we're sitting. Because it's very clear to me that Archie takes up a lot of space. Which means that Cooper and Peggy are going to have to squidge in on the other side.
No.
Yes.
No.
No?
Peggy takes the biggest seat. And biggest space.
Can I make a roll for that?
What do you intend to roll?
I have no idea. I have nothing against her. She could beat me in a fight. I can't. She has money. I mean, this is Archie's nightmare and possibly sexual fantasy. But that's beside the thing. All right. I'm gonna sit next to Tommy. Maybe close. Hey, Tommy.
So, a young woman in her mid-20s, dressed in a waitress's uniform, comes over. She has short cropped hair, dark brown, and is ready to take your order. Hello, Reed. On her little name tag, it says Dolores.
Well, hi everyone. How are you today?
Hello.
Oh, you're delightful.
You are
Hey.
delightful.
Wonderful. My name's Dolores. I'm gonna be your waitress today. What can I be getting y'all to drink?
Help
Do you
me.
have some lemonade?
Lemonade. Yeah. I think we got some freshly squeezed some.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I would love a cup of that. A glass of that.
Absolutely.
good
No
job.
worries, ma'am.
I hate it. Coffee.
Coffee?
Yes.
Coffee? Okay, I'll get some coffee for the table. Would you like any cream or sugar, sirs?
No cream. Lots of sugar.
No cream, lots of sugar. I'll bring it all over for you.
You want some coffee with that sugar?
So, Dolores leaves.
Yeah, you know what? Archie doesn't really pay attention to your attempt at humour. He's too busy just watching the waitress go. Okay,
She gonna
maybe-
sway her hips as she walks his way. She knows.
Absolutely. I'm beginning to like New York.
What time is it? Sorry. Literature says. Okay, the entire chat is distracted by Dolores.
Rise and shine, everybody. Rise and shine.
Archie, behave.
This is what we call morning glory.
Oh,
I am perfectly on my best behaviour. I could be worse.
That is true, though, yeah.
So you can be a gentleman. This is very nice to see.
I mean, sure. I've met so-called gentlemen who weren't
Tea
that.
is scolding, Peggy.
So,
all right, guys. I got your coffee, and I've got a glass of lemonade. Dolores walks back over with her tray. Here you go, ma'am. Here's your lemonade, sirs. Here's some mugs. I'm just gonna fill up your coffee. You let me know whenever you want a refill, okay? Here's a bowl of sugar for you.
oh,
Sugar.
thank you.
And I'll leave y'all to it if you need time deciding what you need to eat. Or are you ready to order now?
Do you have any duck?
Some duck?
Yes.
I'm afraid we don't have duck on the breakfast menu, sweetheart.
Oh. Oh, I'll have what they're having.
Do you
Okay,
have
what are
any
y'all
specials?
having then?
Do you have any specials for today?
Any specials? We got the New Orleans breakfast, if you like.
Oh, that's.
No, it sounds lovely.
Peggy strangely tears up and then just. I would love a plate.
Of course, yeah. It's Dion's own. I'll get that sorted for you. And you're having the same as them, sir?
Yes. I suppose.
Okay. Not a problem then. She's gonna give him a little wink.
Uh,
And then walk back away.
I'm just gonna roll for something. Hang on. Do. Yes, he blushes. Actually, because I just rolled 80 on like self-control, so he tried to maintain composure, but he did not expect that at all. Usually, he is in charge of the situation, so that makes two
So
women
he
in
thinks
his life.
at least.
So when he turns back to Cooper and Peggy, his face has a pinkish tint. So, how's
something
your
on
day?
your
What?
Archie? You get something on your face there.
Heavens! Nope. Did I get it?
No, you didn't.
What are you up to, you little bastard? Peggy.
What?
Tommy is Tommy's being childish again.
Tom may be like, hey, Archie, you got thirst all over your face.
Wow.
I was trying to find some sort of 20s way of saying that.
It's perfectly fine.
Childish? Who's childish?
He's being childish.
Yeah,
I mean, damn it.
don't be childish. It's just Archie finds the waitress charming.
As
Oh.
you're waiting for your food,
Mhm.
another woman approaches you. Peggy, you recognize her immediately.
Yep.
As Latoya Barnes. She's also mid-20s. You know her to be 27. She's a black woman. Quite unassuming. Not the one who would like pull all the attraction at the ball, so to say. But she smiles brilliantly at you.
Brilliantly.
I can't language.
Nobody can speak today. I thought that was fun.
I blame it on Ree.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, ma'am.
Well,
Oh,
Peggy
Miss
jumps up straight away and just embraces her in the biggest hug ever. It's just.
She's basically kind of taking her apron off as she approaches, and she's kind of stuck like this.
Yeah, and Peggy's just squeezing her. It's been so long. How are you,
has.
Latoya?
It has. It's been quite a long time. Thank you so much for getting in touch. What can I help you with?
Yeah.
Do you mind
Table?
at all if I sit, miss?
Oh, absolutely not. Just take my place. Yeah.
Oh no. That's
No.
that's quite all right. I'll put. She pulls up a stool and just sits beside you.
Oh,
Well,
hello.
this is guys. This is my friend, Latoya. We know each other from a few years back.
She kind of
She's quite-
gets up again and kind of like looks like she's forgotten herself. I'm terribly sorry, sir. My name's Latoya Barnes. I know Mrs. Andrews from down south. How do you do? I didn't know you'd be bringing friends. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, I'm about that. We're a little group. I'm sorry. Yes, is this okay?
Oh, by all means. I actually have some things that I would like to discuss with you too. But if you,
Oh, of course.
would you trust them as an investigator?
I trust this one, and she points to Cooper. This one. Enough. Yeah.
My disinterest
alright.
is your shield.
You're in good company. It's just speak your anything you need. We have lost contact with you. I'm so sorry. I'm so happy you're here.
Well, we've both been busy, so I don't blame you.
Yes, that's very good, but the waitress might come back in a second, so if you could just sit down to my left, then that means that I won't have to talk over you, okay?
Alright.
Very good, very good. It's just brilliant. You can have
Fair
this.
enough.
I'm just going to take my coffee, thank you. I'm just going to drink this.
She looks slightly overwhelmed, but sits down.
Forgot the sugar.
So, first and foremost, well, you're the one who contacted me. What can I help with? Is there anything specific going on? You
Wait.
on a new case?
What?
Yes, in fact.
Ooh.
Have you read the papers?
Yeah. Well,
Do you remember
It's
me
all over.
mentioning a Jackson Elias?
of course, yeah. The author, the one
Yeah.
who was found brutally murdered.
Yes, we found him.
Oh my lord, Peggy, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. So we're currently trying to sort this whole thing out, and there's cultists involved. You were, and since you, and we need to talk to people that might not want to talk to us. So I would, we need your help, like you helped me and Hugh in Orleans.
She keeps glancing back to the towards
Yeah.
the counter, where you can see Dolores is now standing with some trays of food, and she says, "Would you excuse me for just a moment?"
Oh.
Sorry. And she trots over to Dolores and also sort of brings in another waitress
Who?
who comes over, and she seems like an older woman, and they look at you, and the older woman nods. She's a black woman with a little bit of grey streaks in her hair. Looks like she might be manager or something, and she nods at them, and Latoya helps Dolores with all the food and brings it over to you, and also an extra jar of coffee, if you will. Or, yeah.
Jar? You can't
Not
put
jar.
coffee in a jar?
Pot. Sorry, I can't language today.
Put it in a container.
You seem to finish that coffee very, very quickly, so I'm just gonna leave this here on the table for you, sweetheart.
Oh, I brought that partly over for me.
Oh, right.
Dolores, what Latoya's basically done is ask Dion if you could have a little break a bit early to join in, and she tells you it's about the
Is
thing.
that, oh, is she the lady detective you were telling me about?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, you did say it was
So,
today. I'm sorry, it slipped
yeah.
my mind.
She comes over back with Dolores and the food, helps put down the trays and such. So this is Dolores, and I think it would be valuable for the three of you to hear what she knows as well,
Oh.
because
Oh,
Wait.
you're not the only one who's been doing some investigation, if you will.
What?
are you a lady detective too?
Oh, hardly. Oh, I'm just a simple old waitress. I just keep my eye out on things.
That's
When you
how it
live down
begins.
here, you learn to be observant of the people around you. We're a bit of a community. We're tight-knit and we look out for each other. But, well, there was this incident a little while ago, about a year ago, in August. I saw someone, being dragged into the back of a truck, one of those cloth ones. I didn't really think nothing of it. But the next day, there's this boy from the docks who usually brought up our fresh fish, and he didn't show. And his colleagues said that he had actually not shown up for work, and it later became quite apparent that he was missing. When I tried to report it to the police, they told me that no one wants to stay in Harlem, uh, which sounded like they just kind of wanted to dismiss me without really hearing what I had to say. Um, and well, I tried to put it to the back of my mind. Um, but they said the same thing well, when Simone vanished too.
Sorry.
Peggy has a notebook and furiously writing everything down like she always does that on a case. Yep.
Latoya's been nodding, and when she mentions Simone, you see that she goes a little bit, almost a bit grey.
Dolores just puts her hands on her shoulders and kind of rubs it a little bit. It's okay.
Can I
Simone.
ask? Just a quick question. The boy. Tell me
Yes.
more about him. How old was he?
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure. He
Yes.
seemed quite young. Not too old.
Probably our age.
Probably around that,
Possibly
really.
a little younger.
Maybe. He was very sweet. He was a lovely lad.
And then-
He used to come up from the docks a lot, but no one saw him since then.
So this has been going on for quite a while.
Well, I noticed that about a year ago.
Okay.
And then, a short while ago, in November, Simone, who works here, she's always been the life of the party, really. She lights up the place. She's got the biggest smile and the biggest heart, and pipes on her that could sing pretty much anything that those jazz joints could pump out. She was supposed to work in November on the 25th, and she didn't show. And I came in to fill in, but then she looks like she's about to start crying and kind of breathes a little bit and
Coffee.
thank
Peggy
you.
pats her
Dolores is
hand.
gonna like pour the coffee for her.
I am
I
so
found her
sorry.
shoe. I found her shoe in the alley, back where we do like deliveries and where the staff leaves after a day's work. And her pa came in that day and asked her, after her telling us that she hadn't come home from work last night. Her pa's a plumber. He don't earn that much. Simone, she's at 22. She's been mainly the bread earner for that family. She'd never leave, and that's what the cops told us. She'd probably just run away with some boy or something, tired of being like the maid for her dad and her brother. But that family's is her life, and I don't think that she'd run away like that.
Got it on good authority that when you're running away, you don't tend to leave a shoe behind. Speaking
Well,
from
say that to the
experience.
police.
Oh,
They wouldn't hear a word of it.
I'm
Oh,
not
no,
going
the
to say
police wouldn't.
much to the police. You can't get
Not-
away
not
with
to
something like
sort
this.
of not too much like the police, though.
Oh.
Would she? Would you have any reason to suspect it being foul play?
Well,
Well,
that's the thing. When Simone disappeared, we started digging. And together, we found out that there's been a lot of disappearances in Harlem. Some in North Manhattan too, but not that many.
How
people don't
many?
care when people like us go missing down here. It's Harlem.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
many disappearances?
Oh,
Approximately.
gosh. How many
Oh,
numbers are we up to now? It's thing is, there's a pattern here because it's regular. It'll be 1 to 2 people, and it's when we started looking into it, it seemed like it was always at the end of the month. But then, in July last year, I think it was July, wasn't it July? Well,
yeah, it was July. Sorry.
there were disappearances both at the end of the month and the beginning. And then we went further back, and in June there were disappearances at the beginning of the month again, and the same with May. And then, see, I study chemistry at the university, and there was a discussion I had with one of my lab mates, and he mentioned something about lunar phases, and then something clicked. And I checked up, and all of the dates that we found correlate with the new moon. So, I don't know what that means, but there's certainly a pattern.
Definitely. New moon. None of you, by chance, have heard of the... Oh, what's the called? The... Name. I'm sorry to ask, but has the name The Bloody Tongue ever popped up in these situations?
The bloody what?
The
Bloody
Bloody
tongue?
Tongue? Yeah.
I've never heard of it. What about you, sweetie?
No. Me neither.
Okay, no. Just ticking off boxes.
Oh, no, you do your detective stuff. I'll leave that bit to you,
But
sweetie.
both of you, you've been doing so well. You've found out so many things. It's so helpful. Might be connected. Do you know which detective, policeman has been?
That'd be Robson,
You,
wouldn't it?
Robson.
Oh, Robs.
He's
Rob.
an unpleasant fella.
Useless.
Whenever we have to deal with him, I'll let Dolores here speak, because he tends to treat white folks a bit better than us blacks.
Yeah, you'd think if the shoe was from a white man, they'd have police scouring the whole place.
So New York isn't different then.
Afraid not.
I would not talk to him again, ever. In fact, I'd stay clear of him, if you can.
We have heard just
There are people
bad.
who
He's
think
just bad news, and we haven't been here for long.
I've been following the case, the Adam Hilton case, and
Yeah.
I think he was
That-
framed. It would be right up
You think?
Robson alley. Yeah.
So, I spent some time abroad, and I met this fellow, and he had a very great story. I'm not going to tell the whole thing, but I will tell this. Getting rid of a human body is a very difficult process. The damn things just turn up eventually. They don't decompose very quickly. And
Are you insinuating? Are you meaning to say that you think Simone's dead?
I'm afraid to
Archie.
say.
There's nothing pointing to it yet. She's just missing.
The girl left
We're
a
not
shoe.
going to go there yet. Yes, and how many shoes have you lost?
You know, you replaced them.
Exactly. So
Oh.
losing a shoe doesn't mean a death sentence. Are you dead? No, you're not. You are fully alive. So no.
I'm so sorry, but
making a
Archie has
scene.
a bit of a history when it comes to shoes.
Shufu. Anyway, the point I was trying to make was, and I do apologise for my insensitivity, my point is, he's involved. Most likely.
He?
Robertson. The policeman.
Robson.
Ruston.
Robson.
That fellow. He must be. You can't go on kidnapping people for so long with no bodies turning up.
There's rumours around town that his men takes bribes for speakeasies and such.
Well, I'm not too bothered about the
Letting this man
speakeasies.
less and less. Scum of the earth.
Nothing wrong with take bribes.
Not as a policeman.
Oh, coffee.
Oh, you didn't put any sugar in that, honey.
I'm alright. You're sweet enough. This was 3rd-degree burns are best taken in shifts.
Oh, maybe
Carry
I
on.
should get... Oh, okay.
But this investigation of yours, Peggy,
Yes.
what was it you wanted our help with?
Well. Oh, do I have the notes? Because I think
it's time to take up the clue board, isn't it?
Yeah. I think
Let's
so.
see. Here
We brought the whole clue board with us.
Yeah, Peggy just pulls it out of
we
her
go.
handbag.
That is the coolest thing ever.
So, for those of you who've not seen it, let's see. This. Ooh! That was very, very big. This is the mask of the cultists they apprehended at the crime scene. And this was the mark carved into Jackson's forehead.
Quite delightful.
Yeah. Kudos to Lutra for organising that a lot. The board, I mean, not the mask. The mask's just hideous. And available from Wish, as I understand it, if you look carefully. But I'm kidding, it's not.
No, it's not. That's
Real thing.
homemade. Thank you very much. I did it.
If you go from Wish, it'd be like this big as well. It'd be like tiny masks for cats. Coke
Did you find
masks!
your notes?
I'm gonna go and get some Coke.
Would you mind filling up my water bottle?
I don't. I can't do this for you.
Thank you very much.
Giff.
Because if I remember correctly, we're trying to talk to our family of the one that's in prison for the.
Yeah, Rebecca Schosenberg told you that she could try and put you in contact with Millie Adams, the wife
Millie.
of Hilton Adams,
That.
and to set up a meeting with Hilton in prison.
What, Hilton or Milton?
Yes, for the record, that is Rick in the background.
Sorry. That mic is amazing.
It
I'm
is
rather
amazing.
lucky that the toilet door is solid. Where's the bottle thing? Pass me the bottle thing. Giff.
Oh gosh, gosh. Again, lots of stuff here.
Take stuff.
Thank you for the water. Yes, and there's also the clues pointing to the Juju house, which is also in Harlem.
Associated with the bloody tongue.
We're having a little discussion, clue discussion break. It seems.
That's a good question, actually, because we were planning on doing a clue chat. Would people want to watch that? Questions to the chat. Because, you know, we could do it privately in pajamas and smoke and kick babies or stuff.
Ooh, for the follow.
Goo. I want that as a plushie.
Have yourself a mug of goo. I want him on a mug now.
Agreed. Agreed. Oh,
But a
hey.
mug of goo doesn't sound.
In that case, I'm going to have a chat with Lutra about that, since they're the most involved with the chat board so far. Anyway.
Yes. Are you finding what you need, Ivy? Or do you need some assists?
There's the Zoom. Where's the notes again? No, don't. Instead of zooming in, I'm just running away from the map.
I have a onesie. I have an E. No.
Is it here?
Chewbacca onesie.
There's so many clues, I can't find them.
Well, what you remember offhand is that the mask is of Kenyan origin, and Thomas and Archie found out that the one of the business cards.
I could do this. I know this.
Yes.
Off by heart.
These two were found at the murder scene. Archie and Thomas visited Emerson Imports, which is here in Harlem, and found out that this Silas Nkwane, that is the name written at the back of it, is the owner of Juju House, which is in Harlem, Ransom Court.
I thought you said Aya Singh was the owner. And Silas Nkwane was one of the workers.
He is a Mombasan exporter who's a manager.
Oh God, give me a second.
Silas Nkwane is the man who runs the Juju House, and Ajay Singh is the importer who provides him with his wares.
Importers. Exporters. God.
So it's clear that there's something there.
Yeah. It's screaming cultists. Please do not enter. Please explode from distance.
And that's why you're desperate to go.
I want to see some explosions. I have severe D&D withdrawal. Every fight we've been in has been brutal, and the best I've done is thrown a shoe. I want to throw
something played, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna wield Tommy. That's why he'd be my personal Tommy gun.
Oh no.
And
You
with
went
that,
there.
I think it's time
Yep.
for you to close your mouth, Rick, and
Yep.
let Evie talk.
Evie, with my blessing.
Thank you, I needed that.
Tommy.
So Latoya, you remember you helped Hugh and I get in touch with people that we, as put it plainly, white people weren't able to, because of course distrust and bad behavior from other people. Yes. We kind of need the same help.
I see. Yeah.
Because
Harlem
we...
isn't the friendliest of communities if you're not part of it. I can understand that.
That's what we've been told. And well, I haven't really talked to the other three, but we're pretty sure that I'm sorry, names. No, do you know right? The one in prison.
Oh yeah.
Hilton Adams.
Hilton Adam.
Hilton Hotel. Boom.
Mm.
Ooh.
No, I'll remember it. Yeah. That Hilton Adams is innocent.
I've been
We
suspecting the same.
need to get to the bottom of it. So and yeah, the clues we've found have just not pointed his way at all. It's clear that this is, pardon my language, bullshit. And so we were thinking of trying to get into contact with his wife and to, through there, get a meeting with Hilton and hear his side and try to, oh, not try, we will find a way to get him out of this bullshit predicament.
Well, I don't know Millie Adams personally. I know of her because of the case, and I know that she's been working real hard to clear her husband's name. But
Or if any way of putting it out there on the grapevine that we're a group of people trying to help. And you were so helpful last time. So I was hoping. No pressure.
I'll do what I
Absolutely
can.
no pressure.
My best advisor is that Harlem is a place where what you do speaks more than what you say.
Can I just ask Dolores?
Yeah.
Or both of you, in fact, the kidnappings.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be in places which have been, well, investigated, prepped, planned. The kidnappings themselves seem to be very well researched, which means there is a chance that Simone knew the person that was kidnapping them.
Are you sure?
I can't be sure.
I
All
don't
I know is
how well researched they've been. It's been mainly homeless people, young people, people with few family or friends. I don't
People
know.
that are
It
easily
seems
preyed upon.
quite random.
And the boy that I saw get taken, it was just off the side of the street.
So they're just completely random then. That is shocking.
They just took him. It's why we walk the lit streets home at night, and we walk together. We're roommates, so we make sure that we watch each other's back while we head home.
Indeed. And then it begs the question: which roads do they get kidnapped on? Are there any patterns?
I'm not much for geography and whatnot.
We haven't really found a
But
specific pattern. There's the only thing I can say is that it's mostly, I guess, on our side of town and a little bit down towards south of Harlem.
But sometimes north.
And sometimes north. Not so much on the east.
Are they usually disappearances along the main road?
No, it's pretty much all over the place, I'd say.
It's Archie gives Tommy and Peggy a rather stern look for a second, wishing with all his might that he had the same secret telepathic powers that he shares with his devil of a sister. Before turning back, and no, they don't fight crime. Before turning back, bit of an off chance, ticking boxes, as my associate Peggy says. Do you know anything about a place known as the Juju House? It's a importing area. Or
Well, we don't go there.
Oh, that seemed.
That's the place I told you about, Dolores. The dodgy shop.
Bad juju, as it were.
Yeah, bad juju. It's
Dodgy?
become a bit of a dark joke. Yeah. I don't go near that place.
There are a few places that you ought to avoid when you live here.
Juju House being one of them.
Fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid it. Luckily,
What
I
do you
have the
mean?
sergeants
Especially
here.
not now.
What?
Especially not now.
Not now, no.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you say this place is dangerous or you avoid that, unfortunately, that just gives me a bit more reason to go there.
I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, it's more. There's rumors and stuff. It's.
Go on. This isn't Hollywood.
They say the owner is a bit of a. It's a bit of a strange man. And
Strange how?
I don't know, there's something about him that puts people at unease.
It's been said.
And it's. I don't know how to explain it. It's more of a. When you're part of a community, there are certain things that you're told is like bad, and you should just stay away from it because it's dodgy. And I don't know what's going on there, but I've heard there are nights where people go in there and stay there. There's been talk that there might be some sort of speakeasy, and I don't know.
I can assure you it's not a speakeasy. I'd know.
Well, that's fine and all, I guess. Listen, your investigation, is it gonna take much longer?
Oh, we're keeping you from work, aren't we?
Oh, well, no, I'm on my break.
Oh.
I just, we probably should grab something to eat at some point, Latoya. You can't just live off of coffee.
Oh, I can. Here, take my food.
No, sir.
Oh,
I can't do
no,
that.
no.
No. I'll be fine.
You're doing okay, Latoya?
I'm just thinking, if you're gonna go to the Juju House,
Latoya, you're not thinking of going.
well, I'm not going to the Juju House, but I know some people that live in the block beside it.
All right. Well, I'll stick with you, if only to make sure that you actually drink something.
You know Garth. You know, he's the sorry, my mind went blank.
Garth.
Like,
Beast Boy.
No, not a groundskeeper, but someone who's sort of
Janitor?
janitor. Thank you. He's a janitor
Janitor.
of the building.
Oh, he lives. Oh.
Yeah, he lives there on the. I think it's like. Is it the second floor? And his window is out towards the alley. He's a little eccentric in his old age, but he's a nice fella. And I could talk to him, and perhaps you could visit, maybe use his back room where the window is as a means of, I don't know, surveilling the place without actually going there.
Just
That would
date
be-
A
is it?
suggestion, I guess.
That would be lovely, yeah.
I knew you would be helpful.
I'll do what I can.
And you do a lot.
I try. Now, Garth, he can be a little strange, but he's mostly a jolly old fella, and he does like people, and he'll always stop to chat with the other tenants. So, I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with it. I could probably talk to him tonight, or well, this afternoon actually. I'm done at work in not that many hours, so if you can find a way to pass the time between, then I can probably set up a meeting.
Yes. We have a few errands to do anyway, so you will be careful, won't you?
Oh yeah, Dolores and me, we work the same shifts now so that we can go to work and from work every day.
Good.
You may want to be careful about who you speak to about this. The people going into the Juju house, they're locals. You might know some of them.
Oh, doesn't that make you feel mighty uncomfortable?
I'd rather you being afraid and safe than happy and ignorant.
Well, strap me down as fearful then.
Well, I don't
All
think
right.
anyone's gonna spot us from Garth's house. And if we bring some coffee, I'm sure he'll be mighty fine with us all coming to visit.
If we take Dion's pecan pie, he'll be more than happy.
Oh, he will be more accommodating than he'll probably ask for.
Sorry, pecan pie?
Oh, yeah, Dion's great at making cakes and
We have
pies.
it on the menu. Do you want to try a slice?
His stomach makes this rather betrayal of a noise. Would you believe me if I said I wasn't? I wouldn't. And I'm very good
Well,
at
that's
lying.
what you get for not eating your breakfast, but I'll go get you a slice now.
Oh.
George is gonna go get and grab him a slice of cake. Pecan pie.
Bless.
I have met an angel.
Does he say that out loud?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, realizing his mistake, he looks at the others, most notably Peggy, who's probably thinking, ¿Por qué?
All this talk of food.
Peggy,
I know, right?
Peggy,
Mm.
do you remember the footnotes about that mountain on the Carlisle expedition? Something about there's this swath of earth where not a thing grows, and the people there just stay away. I'm getting a pang of deja vu with this. I mean, you're the investigator, but I know people who kidnap people for a living. So, when I
Latoya looks at you like,
oh, don't worry. They're all bad people and they're all going to hell. Anyway, the point is, doing it at the beginning of the month, the end of the month, with no planning, no prepping, no concern of being caught, and with I can't get my head around this. Not a single body has ever been found over years. So it's either trafficking or, well, my imagination, despite Peru, isn't that good. What do you think? Yeah.
Suspicious.
Latoya's looking a little bit unnerved.
Oh.
And she also spots the clock on the wall and says, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I probably have to get back to work now, but would it be all right for you to meet up at around maybe 6 o'clock?"
Yes. I think we will be finished at the not judge,
Lawyer.
lawyer. Thank you. At the lawyers at that time. Yeah, we.
Each time.
No, it's just reading on the will. It should be okay. Yeah. Here or
Yeah, I mean,
maybe somewhere more private.
sorry.
Your
I just had to
place,
check.
my place. We're at the hotel, and we have lots of space. So you both are very welcome there if you find something more.
Oh,
Dolores is gonna come back over to the pecan pie. Just
Yeah.
which hotel is that? There you go, sweetheart.
I could die tomorrow.
What?
No,
You
didn't
can
mean
die
it.
any day.
Didn't mean it. Ironic.
Miss Peggy, which hotel did you say you were staying at? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just horrible with names. It's just doesn't sit.
oh.
Charles? No, that's something else.
The Astoria.
The
The
historian.
Astoria.
Astor. I'll write it down so I'll remember that.
Waldorf Astoria,
Waldorf salad, right?
I believe.
Oh no.
Wasn't it? Oh, wasn't it? I might have been.
For the sake of my sanity, we will say it's
Peggy
that
says
one.
the name. The Grand Plaza. Yes, that was the one. The
Grand Plaza. Thank you.
My bad. Some people remember better.
It's that one. Just
Yes.
point.
The Grand Plaza?
Yes.
Oh my, I've never been there.
No. I'd have to
Well-
sell a kidney.
Well, hopefully not. You'll need it. We have booked an entire floor, so we are completely private. Private. So, if you would like, you're very welcome to meet up there.
Latoya looks
Oh.
a little bit like, hell
Oh no!
yeah.
Did I do it again?
No,
I
no,
didn't
she
look
looks
out
a
of
bit
that place.
excited. It's like,
Yeah.
Dolores.
But
You
Peggy's
drink
still
out of
worried, like,
real crystal glasses, you know, those fancy ones that you see in all those rich people using in all those fancy bars.
Latoya leans
I
over
think
to
the crystal-
Dolores and says, we can pretend to be rich for like an evening.
Oh my god, I'll have to wear my best blouse. Oh, but I got coffee on it. Oh, you know, I can hide it with a jumper or something, a little cardigan. It's fine.
All right.
You're very welcome just coming as you are. You don't have to dress up for our
In
part.
our uniforms?
Well, maybe not your uniforms.
Okay.
I'm sitting here like Archie's sitting here like we're getting a sleepover, and they're talking about wearing uniforms. I'll be in my bunk.
No,
honey,
this is what's
are you-
going on in his head and not what's spoken aloud. I'm
He's
assuming.
sweating. Not a word of this was said. He is visibly sweating though.
Honey, are
Peggy,
you a little warm? It's
Oh.
I'm sorry. I can open the door for you a little bit if you're. I mean, it's quite cold outside. I'm surprised you're so warm in here.
No,
You're a little pink.
I'm.
Do you want my handkerchief?
Oh, Dolores, I don't think it's gonna be an issue.
No?
I think we need to get back to work. And,
Oh my god! I didn't even notice the time. Of course.
And his problems will probably solve themselves.
You sure?
Latoya looks
Oh,
at
maybe-
Archie with a bit of sass in her expression. Is like, I know what you're on about. And then she kind of pulls Dolores with her.
Okay, I'm coming.
I am really out of practice. I mean,
Practice?
never mind. You wouldn't understand. Damn good pie though. Damn good coffee.
Cooper, what did I miss?
Cooper. Mhm.
It's one. Archie has gotten a little bit of the The L disease.
The L disease?
Hell,
There are
leprosy.
no. That... Cooper,
Oh my goodness.
Archie, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you need to go to the hospital?
Not for that.
No. Not leprosy. It's more like, like an itch.
That's not helping. That is not helping.
I know. I'm not trying to help you, Archie. I'm not trying to help you.
Oh, you.
L disease.
Okay, you're
The other
Archie.
word, lesbians? We are blessed by this chat. Lice?
Yeah.
Lice.
Oh, that itches.
He's
Got a bit of an itch to scratch. It's the L word.
He is insinuating that I am enamored, which is impossible. I don't do that.
You don't like ladies?
Oh, I love ladies.
Oh.
Glance
Archie, you're
lingering
being more
over
strange than
Dolores'
normal.
direction.
You just talked over. What was that? What was that, Evie?
You're being more strange than usual. Are you sure you're okay? Are you missing your sister? Are you okay? Do you need to hear voice? Should I be more snarky?
I just... He leans across the table and just gently pats her on the head. Never change. Never. Turns to Cooper. You could change by getting 100 miles from me. Right now. Are we done here? Are we doing something else?
Yeah.
People staring at me from over there.
Eat our food and then later this evening, late afternoon. Yes,
You
I got
probably
distracted by your sister's, by your sister's letter, but I got a call that from the
Carlton Ramsey.
Carlton Ramsey, not the architect. Yes, to meet him late afternoon.
Soon. Ish.
Probably soonish.
I wonder what he left us.
I think you probably agreed to meet at around maybe 2.
Speed of plot.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think we're gonna just fast forward a little bit. You have a lovely breakfast. The coffee here is, as famous FBI agent once said, damn fine coffee. And the pecan pie is exquisite. Like, everything is going to feel slightly bleak in comparison now after that pie, you suspect. And unless there's something you would like to do in the meantime? Yes, for the Twin Peaks. In the meantime, then, I think we're going to fast forward to the 3 of you arriving at Ramsey's office. Sound good?
Just Gordon Ramsay references. Engage.
Carlton Ramsey.
Sure.
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 Don't give me that dismissiveness.
Can we bring Dolores with us, please?
You wish.
This is Dolores. She's our mascot.
Wait, am I coming?
No. You're...
Unfortunately,
I looked down for a moment and I was like, what?
Archie's power of
unfortunately,
persuasion.
we will have to have a little break now as our 3 investigators set out to the reading of Jackson Eliza's will.
Don't worry, Ray. We're gonna get this bit done real quick, and then we're gonna come back.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm enjoying just listening.
It's not fine. I want to get back.
But your accent is so. Oh, I'm absolutely living
It's
for
a
it.
blessing. It is an
I was
absolute
like-
blessing.
When I chose her, I literally said to her, and I was like, I'm going to have to make her Southern, because that's the best American accent I can do.
So, let's see.
Boston. That's another good accent.
I'm not very good at the Boston accent.
Oh, I was supposed to.
You like some brewskis?
You arrive at Carlton Ramsey's office around 2 o'clock. Probably fairly punctual since Peggy's holding the ropes.
She's good at that.
Why don't
She
you
is
say what
that.
you were thinking? It wasn't ropes per se as much as leashes.
Stringing men along.
You've already met Carlton once. He's a tall, slightly lanky African American with greying hair, and he has this this nervous energy. Sorry, I said tall. Small, not tall.
The opposite.
He's a small, wiry man filled with nervous energy, and he invites you in, and it's after 12, so he asks if anyone wants some refreshments, and pulls out a bootleg bottle of bourbon.
I wouldn't mind saying no. Well, I wouldn't mind. No.
Yeah, he pours Peggy a glass of bourbon.
One for me as well, please.
Yeah. Looks over at Archie. A drink?
Oh, he's driving him.
I'm either drinking mine or I'm drinking yours, Sergeant.
Give him a double.
Yes,
Alright.
I can take it.
Alright.
Actually, can I take it? Jesus.
Thank you very much for coming over today. I'm very sorry for your loss. It is strange that he is not among us anymore. However, he stated explicitly that he wanted the four of you present at the reading. I see that Miss Burnell was not able to make it. She sent me a telegram this morning.
Oh.
And
Of course, she's a telegram. How organized.
he, let's see. He picks up a folder and bids you all to sit down.
Peggy
His
drapes
office-
herself on the biggest chair.
Drapes.
Everywhere is
the
a
young
stage.
woman you recognize from the funeral as well, Willa, his niece and secretary, enters the room with a tray of some more coffee and sits down with you near the desk. I won't bore you with more anecdotes. Jackson and I could go on for days. That man was up to all sorts, and no, I would only go off on a tangent, and we are here for business, so let me get straight to the point. Now, first and foremost, he was in here quite recently, actually the day before he died, and updated his will. It was like he didn't say anything. He was a little out of sorts, unlike him, and didn't say anything explicitly, but he seemed to believe that he was in fear for his life and wanted to make sure that his affairs were in order should the worst happen. Now, I won't, unless you feel it necessary, I won't go into all the legal details of the will, but the important points here that need to be made is that he has given me the full power of attorney to completely liquidate his assets as I see fit, and I've been instructed to use these assets to create and manage a fund. Now, he requested that his friends who will be hopefully attending the will, and he made me make sure that as many of you as possible could make it, will make use of this fund to continue his investigations of the Carlisle expedition.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, was that out loud?
I will make disbursements from the fund to pay for any travel, accommodation, living costs, equipment, purchases,
Oh, that's
legal
not necessary.
bills, and medical expenses. Participating members of this investigation will have to make sure they acquire the necessary receipts and send them to me in a timely fashion. Now, I know you are a woman of means, Mrs. Andrews. However, this is what Mr. Elias said in his will. I will also be able to act as a central point of contact for all of you involved. And
Receipts? I would keep receipts.
It is there, however, for this purpose, and this is what he wished to use his assets on. And should you need assistance or from people with specific skill sets and such, I may be able to assist in acquiring such contacts.
Oh, indeed.
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's
he
helpful.
also left this for you. Let's see.
Handouts?
Where is it?
Ooh.
Yes.
Sorry.
Hmm?
You make
Yes.
amazing
Well, you
handouts.
can actually get the handouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will go up on the clue board.
Give it. I
as
want to
well.
rub it against my face.
You'll get it soon, darling.
How did you make that sound so sick? Anyway.
He hands you a letter, which is in Jackson's handwriting. And it reads as follows. Greetings from beyond the grave.
Ugh.
By now you know that all I've really left you is a whole heap of trouble. If I were still alive to have an opinion on the matter, I would understand if you decided to walk away from it all. Hell, if I'm dead right now, that's a good indication I should have done the same. But you know me too well, and I know you too well. If you were the kinds of people who always did the sensible thing, we wouldn't be such good friends. You have been there when I needed you in the past, and I hope you will be again, even if it's too late to save me. I've been pulling threads all over the world, and while most of them are still unraveling, I think I'm onto something big. Carlton and Joanna can fill in more on the details for you. I've left some of my papers and notes with them, which should help you work out which hornet's nests you need to poke next. I trust you to bring my killers to justice. Of course, I'm assuming I was murdered. It will be just plain embarrassing if I was run over by a trolley car. Follow my investigation to its bloody end, and seek out the truth. I'm not asking for you to finish my book. None of you could write worth a damn. Your friend always, Jackson.
Your friend always. He didn't sign it with blood and kisses. Strange. Must have been in a rush. I mean, it was definitely murder. It's not like, whoops, I fell over and eviscerated myself. That was pretty horrible.
Yeah, open chest is not an accident.
Nope, not usually. What's that?
Well,
Just gonna take the brandy.
I'm just going to put that up on the clue board so
good.
that everyone can see it.
well, at least he knows he's putting us in a bit of a pickle. But would have been better to have him here.
I quite agree.
Yep. Then I wouldn't have to be anywhere near this. He would have handled it.
He had invited us to help him.
Yes.
But we didn't help him.
Oh, that's not fair. We were on our way.
He died.
Of course he died. I was there. Just kind of happened before we got there. Sad, but it's not your fault. It's probably Ashling's. No, I can't put the blame on her. Not solely. But I'll try. So we get money.
Here we go. And the last letter from Jackson Elias is up on the clue board. For those of you who have not watched the stream before, you can get access to the clue board in view mode if you join our Discord, because the link is in our Discord so that you can have a look at it yourself and maybe figure out a thing or two that our investigators haven't. The link to our Discord is on the About Us page here on Twitch, and also on our link tree on Instagram and on Twitter. So,
Okay. Anything else? Apart from the trust fund.
he goes over to a little box.
Good lord, I was kidding.
He also left these. Let's see. He picks up a brass compass. It's wrapped in some brown paper to protect it, and walks over to Thomas. He says he left this for you. There's a little note by it saying, "For Thomas, should you ever lose your way." And then there's this one. This one is for you. And he picks up a book that he hands Peggy.
Are you sure this isn't for Ashley?
No, it is not. He was
Oh.
quite clear. It's a very
Well,
unassuming book. And on the spine it says the Grimm Brothers fairy tale collection.
Huh.
Now, Peggy, Aisling is not here, but he left something for her as well. Inside this, perhaps one of you could be kind enough to deliver it to her. It's a small, cardboard box with something inside it, but it's closed with a ribbon. You can just hear that there is something inside it, and it's a note to Aisling.
Excellent. It looks like you finally found her heart.
Ramsey just chooses to ignore that. No, Mr. Burnell, this one was left for you.
Wait.
And he walks over, and it's just a little satin pouch.
Oh, got me
It
heroin.
It looks Chinese.
Oh, good lord.
You're very familiar with the kind of design. And there's something a little bit heavy in it. It's quite small.
Oh no. Yes, thank you.
It's small and feels a little rectangular.
He's going to put that in his jacket inside pocket quickly.
Not going to check it in, even?
Nope. No one else gets to see it but me.
Oh. Yeah. That, I believe.
And he didn't say anything about why he gave me this book?
No, he... well, he mentioned something about, oh, she's smart, she'll figure it out.
Oh, of course. Code. Smart people stuff.
Okay. I think it was a little loopy, but okay. I won't speak ill of the dead.
Do you look at it like?
Don't look at it.
Just
It's crazy.
just looks at the front of the book and just.
The front of the book is kind of unassuming. It's a quality binding though. It's a textile binding. Seems to be done pretty well. And yeah, it looks somewhat old.
An old children's. She opens up the book. Anything?
On the first blank page, there's usually always like a blank page or two before the title of the book and such is printed. There's a little writing there. And it says, "To my Hugh, for whenever you need some cheering up, or whenever you need some danger in your life. Love you always, Mummy." And it says, at the top corner, it says Caroline Andrews. And it is dated to, when would that be? Yeah, I don't know specifically, but you know the date as before Hugh's mum died.
Creepy.
Well, Peggy is just openly weeping.
Oh, good lord.
Just complete complete waterfall. got a little bit blindsided there.
So, here's a handkerchief. Here you go.
Thank you. Really blows her nose and just keeps on crying.
Are you quite all right, Mrs. Andrews?
I'm fine.
He hands you a handkerchief as well, and
Oh, she's gonna go through that like fire through wheat.
Willa, who's been quietly sitting nearby, very gracefully rushes out and returns with a hot cup of cocoa for you.
Thank you. Then she's clutching the book and just still crying.
Good story, then?
Son of a bitch. And Peggy does swear. Just...
Sergeant? Did you hear that? Liar.
Language, Yes, there is a lot of it in this dream. If you don't like it, this is not the stream for you.
I feel like they were quoting Avengers when Captain America's like, language.
Oh yeah, Michael does it a lot. He is our local Captain America. Or Captain Language, more like.
Captain Language.
Captain Language.
Peggy's just out of it for a little while.
Ah,
Or a long while. Depends on what happens.
This.
have
Teddy
spoken.
is just having a little break because he's very tired. He's one of our essential workers. Teachers are awesome. Let's just hear it for teachers in the chat. Love them.
Also,
I wasn't talking to you, Cash.
It's Tommy. So,
Yes. When it is close to 6 o'clock, Dolores and Latoya enter the lobby of the Grand Plaza.
is this the lobby?
Is anyone there waiting for?
I would imagine that Peggy sent a maid down to
Yes,
fetch
Lisa.
them. Yes.
Excellent. So, Dolores, you and Latoya are met by a sweet young girl who says, "Hello, my name is Lisa. I will take you up to see Miss Andrews. If you follow me, please."
Okay. All right. Oh, well, after you. Wow, she has a child. Like a little girl.
Oh no, that's her assistant.
She has an assistant?
Yeah. She's got
She's like mega rich.
a lot of money.
How did you know her again?
She was on a case down in Orlando when I lived there, and we helped each other out. That's when she met her husband as well.
She's married? Oh my.
Well, she was.
Oh no.
Yeah. But it was so romantic. He knelt down on the beach and proposed. It was quite the thing.
I love proposals. I always cry whenever it comes to like weddings and marriage. It always makes me all tear up and such.
I do believe that was probably a case of love at first sight. They were a beautiful couple.
Oh,
I feel
dear
really bad for her.
God, please don't tell me they're near us when they're talking about this.
Sorry?
Are
No.
they good?
This is
Just
on the
checking.
way up.
Oh, Christ.
Wow.
So Archie doesn't learn anything.
Archie learns nothing. Nothing for Archie.
Joke's on you. He wouldn't by choice.
Oh yeah, also, this is my keeper's mug.
Oh, that's not stressfully evil at all.
This is my mug.
Yeah,
I got
it's
this
a
from
grumpy
Torque.
kitty warrior.
This is my kitty warrior with stats for D&D. Yes.
Mine is just like a bowl, but it's
Aww.
not a bowl. It's a mug,
Ooh.
but it's a
I
bowl.
don't even have a cup. I have a sippy cup.
That is excellent. Sippy cups are also great. Mine is all glittery and sparkly. Look at this, all the sparkles.
It's a shame.
When in doubt, add glitter. I very
We
much
love
agree.
the shine.
Yeah, you're brought up to the top floor. You take a very gilded lift, and Lisa brings you into the grand penthouse suite. And this is beyond anything you have ever seen in your entire life. Like, everything looks expensive. It looks expensive to exist in the space here.
I don't even know if I should touch half of this stuff. Should I even be walking on this? Should I take off my
I
shoes?
don't know, I feel like my presence isn't allowed.
Oh, right, yeah. That's crazy. Should, hey, what was her name again? The little girl.
Lisa.
Lisa, should we take off our shoes here, or do we keep them on? This seems like mighty fine
Oh no,
flooring.
you're fine. You're fine.
Oh.
That's fine. I'll go fetch Miss Andrews. It'll only be a minute. And she returns. She's probably around 19 or something.
She's not a child.
No, she's not a child, but yeah.
Peggy's not for child labor.
No.
She's a child. She's a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolores
Child.
is like younger than me. Child. Child.
Peggy. Lisa knocks on the door and says, "Ma'am, your guests, they're here now."
Oh, wonderful. Yes, bring them into the living room, please.
All right, miss. Only be a minute. Do you want some tea and biscuits?
Oh, that would be lovely. Take the nice crumbly kind of biscuit. You know the ones?
Oh, yes, miss. I do.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
She returns and says, Mrs. Andrews is ready to see you now. You may walk through that door over there. And she leaves through another door.
All these doors.
Yes.
Nice
She leaves
man.
through the main door that you just entered in. So, yeah.
Very fancy.
Very
Dolores is
fancy.
just gonna open the door. Hello? Miss Andrews?
Yes, hi, Dolores, Latoya. Come in. Just sit down anyway. And Peggy's already sitting down with I was gonna say morning coat, but that would be too late. This is too late in the evening. But like just evening wear, just
Yeah.
draped, as usual.
Yeah. Now,
Holding a glass of something.
Peggy is the pinnacle of fashion.
She looks like a painting.
She
all she wants to
has
be.
pretty much everything on her and around her is saturated with quality and the latest fashion.
And close to her right hand is a cane with a peacock handle.
Meanwhile, Dolores is just there in her finest brown shoes.
Yes. Same with Latoya. She's probably put on her Sunday best.
May
I
I?
love them.
Yes.
You two look absolutely lovely. Just Lisa is brewing a cup of tea and she'll bring in some biscuits in a few minutes.
So
I'll
weird to have
see
someone
you-
serving on us.
Yeah. I don't think I could
what-
ever get used to it. But no offense meant.
Offense? none taken. I didn't pick up anywhere.
Oh, okay.
You two just relax and take a load off your feet.
Dolores, when she sits down, is gonna like sit down awkwardly, and then she's gonna
Yeah.
move to the other side and like cross her legs, and then uncross them, and then cross her ankles, and be like, "Yeah, oh, okay, relaxed." Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
This is-
Oh no, Rick.
What?
Oh my god.
No.
Democracy!
Yeah.
He's so unclean. He needs to go shower again. Or bath
He's a
again.
Well,
dirty
he was
boy.
very sweaty earlier.
Yes.
Oh, you
Fair
noticed.
point.
But you do hear Archie shouting, "Peggy! Paxton! Peggy! I said, Peggy!" And
Oh, she's right in there, sir.
oh right,
Lisa kind of ushers you in. So Archie's ushered into the office section of the penthouse by
Yes.
Lisa, who's carrying a tray with tea and biscuits.
Very good, Rin. Archie isn't wearing a shirt. He's holding the shirts in front of him, like this, because he was coming in to say, "Peggy, are they here yet? Which shirt should I use? Should I use this one or?"
Oh, in that case, Lisa probably is about to do that and says, they are most definitely here, sir. You might want to put on your shirt before you go in there.
Yes, but which one? Lisa, no, don't be bashful. Look at me. Look. Is the red one okay?
She's beet red.
Oh,
Looks
Poor
over.
child.
just say left or right.
Peggy's gonna
Left.
sit and I need to find a new maid.
Your left or my left?
I don't know, pick one, that one.
Ah, very well. That's good. He just throws the one that you didn't pick onto some vase or something, and just throws the other one over him. Starts putting it up.
Anyway, they're through here. And she goes over to the door and somehow
Thanks, Tracer.
somehow to your impressed face and probably somewhat to Peggy's, she manages, not so much Dolores and Latoya because they know how it is carrying trays through unmaneuverable terrain. She manages to squeeze through the door without really showing anything that is in the other room, and very quickly close it behind her and then serve the tray of tea and biscuits.
This is why
to
she's
everyone.
the best maid.
Mm-hmm. Ninja maid. Anyway,
Yeah.
Archie enters the room, and it hasn't dawned on him that the walls in this hotel are thin. So, ladies.
Yeah,
welcome.
also you notice that Lisa is beet red.
Lisa, are you feeling well?
I'm feeling alright,
Can
sir.
I,
Are you feeling alright, sir?
I'm
Do you want a cup of
feeling.
tea?
I'm feeling well. Amazing.
Can I roll to see if Dolores heard his fuss outside of the room?
I
You
don't
did.
think you should. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah. Peggy's just. Ugh.
Dolores is gonna just kind of put her hands on her knees and be like, what was the other choice?
sorry.
The other choice is shirt. There were two choices, weren't there? You were just talking about it. We all heard you. We heard you, right, Miss Andrews, right, Latoya? We heard.
Yes, Archie.
Latoya just nods and is suppressing the need to grin.
So what was the other shirt like?
Oh, Archie, don't tell me you've lost your tongue. You can always say something.
You know what? I'm sure this one suits you just fine.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Why don't you come sit down? We've got biscuits and tea now. Thank you so much.
Oh, toast.
No toast.
Oh, fuck this country.
But there are custard creams and crumbly biscuits.
Yeah, he's going to self-hate eat those things. Anyways, I'm just going to go at a charger, so while he's got these biscuits...
Stuffing his face.
Self-hate.
So, how was your meeting with the lawyer?
Quite nice. Well, as nice as it can be, what reading a will of someone you lost.
Oh, you were reading a will? Oh, I didn't know it was a will reading. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Mr. Jackson had some
My
unfinished
condolences.
business.
Of course, yeah. No, I'm so sorry. How inconsiderate of me. I should have checked.
No, we didn't
Yes.
tell you. It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. Don't worry. Things are looking. By the way, how do you get receipts?
Receipts. Well, when you buy something, you get a receipt. Cause
I've never gotten one before.
you've never got a receipt. She's never got. She's never gotten a receipt. She's never got a receipt. A receipt is how you keep track of how much you've spent at a place. So that way you can make sure that no one's conned you out any money. So that way you can make sure that if you need to get like a return or you need to sort out some taxes. Not that we really ever do that, but
Lisa inches up towards Peggy while you're talking about this, and she goes over to the desk there, opens a drawer, and then picks up like a manila folder and puts it by Peggy's. Like, they see your receipts, Miss, Mrs. Andrews.
Oh. Okay. So it's not something special you have to ask for when you buy or pay for something. You just
you just get it. It's not a special thing. You just get it.
Okay.
If you need to go through your receipts, ma'am, then just let me know. It's all there, all organised, and everything is accounted for. And
Of course it is.
the accounting book is back in your room, Miss. She's
Accounting book.
sorry. She's saying. She says probably ma'am. I don't know what the appropriate.
I think probably in those days it'd probably be ma'am.
Yeah,
Or
ma'am.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
isn't ma'am like queen?
Well, because
she's married.
because she's a widow, so she's been married, so she's no longer a miss. It either be Ms. or
Ms.
ma'am.
Yeah,
ma'am.
it could be
Yeah.
Ms. I don't know if Peggy would insist on being called Ms. over ma'am.
Yeah, no.
No.
Ms. is my mom. Mother. Okay. I don't need it right now. It's just for future things to do with this case.
All right. You need only ask, ma'am.
I think you'll have to teach me about this tonight or sometime. I didn't know about this.
Well, you got a swell accountant there.
Yes.
Lisa, you got quite a brain on you.
Lisa is...
Thank you, Miss. That's very kind of you.
So a young
Oh, you
lady
could do a lot better than some of us here. You could go a lot further as well. Make sure that you do.
Thank you. She's blushing a bit and looks a little bit like she doesn't know quite how to take all this compliment.
There she goes again. Are you feeling okay, Lisa?
Stop teasing the
I
poor
didn't hear
girl.
you.
Leave her
Oh, is it-
alone a
Is
second.
it Lisa? She's blushing again.
Ah, yeah.
There she goes again. Anyway, Dolores just told me off, so...
But
So,
anyway, yes.
so
What did you two find out?
well, I've been in touch with Garth, and he's more than happy to take you in for, whenever you wanna. So he'll be in his flat or in the building tonight anyway, and he said we need only knock, and he'll come give us the keys, because he's got an extra set. If you wanted to do some surveillance of the Juju house.
What date is it?
Today, it is Monday. And that is...
Is it at the beginning
Where's my
or the
calendar?
end
Monday,
of the month?
January 19th.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it is.
How's that calendar working out for you?
It's right there.
Meow.
I have like 3 important dates in my notes, and this is one of them.
Oh. Interesting.
So, we best, I guess, drink some tea and head on our way.
Yeah,
Just so it doesn't get too dark.
Yeah,
Oh, of
like I
course.
said, he's
do you
ready
want-
to receive you tonight. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh,
Bless you.
so,
Yes,
Archie, are you
Yes.
up for some sleuthing tonight?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Do you guys do this often?
Okay. It's a common occurrence, yes.
How often is often, do you think?
More than once.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
How exciting.
I know. I've never been doing anything like this, but there was quite some action down in Orlando. I'll tell you about it sometime.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, tell me more.
Oh, I'm sure Peggy has filled you in.
Oh, no. Remarkably quiet on that front.
Oh,
Well, you can never pressure a woman into telling you something. Women are very
Yes.
good at keeping secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Archie,
What?
if I had known where you were, I could have sent you the letters. But I didn't know where you were, so you didn't get
Well-
any letters. So I'm sorry, but if you want to talk about it one day, just ask.
Well, maybe I'll
Well-
put it in my bloody calendar between some gallivanting around the bloody world trying to solve a dead man's crime and some eviscerating cult of dirty tongue.
Fine,
Fine!
do that.
I will!
Fine.
I will! Is there any more tea?
yes, sir. Here you go, sir.
Actually, Lisa, would you mind knocking together some sandwiches just for a bit
Haven't
of...
you just eaten?
Yes, but I might be hungry later. Keep up.
Oh, for later.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
I'll cucumber and tuna for me. Cut the crusts off. Yes.
Oh, I just ordered from the hotel's kitchen, sir.
Well, you can tell that then.
She's not the kitchen maid.
Well, who the bloody hell is the kitchen maid?
I assume she's hired here, sir? At the hotel?
Oh, yes.
Are you quite all right?
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
gonna go
Well,
put on my sleuthing clothes. Yes.
Let's hope you don't show up shirtless again.
Yeah. Yes.
If you need opinions, just let us know. I'm sure we will be happy to help.
Oh, I'm sure I'll manage. Thank all of
No.
the gods in the world that my sister wasn't here.
I didn't know Archie needed help with his clothes. He's never asked before.
Yeah,
Well, apparently he
Is it?
struggles.
he's in the corridor at this point, but you
Yeah.
hear him
Just-
hearing you, and he takes his shirt off the vase, and he's cursing as he's walking down the corridor.
He seems very sweet.
It's somewhat
He
a little
is-
bit bumbling.
He is very sweet. He's very nice.
Is it just you and the 2 boys?
No. Would be unseemly. No, his sister. He has a sister.
Oh, he has a sister.
A Aisling Burnell from the blah 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 university.
Miskatonic?
Oh, wow.
New
What
York
what
University. Actually.
what does she study?
Everything. She's a professor. She knows
Oh,
a
she's
lot
a-
of things.
Oh,
She's a professor.
Yes, she is.
Wow.
She's quite. The two of them.
what subjects does she teach?
Yes. Keeper.
Oh, you know that she teaches anthropology and linguistics.
The
And she's
one.
currently studying archaeology.
What does she study? Yes.
That's such a Peggy answer. It's beautiful.
Oh god, I'm crying.
Lisa probably told.
Yeah, Lisa.
Yeah.
She teaches.
The two of them, the brother and sister pair, they're just absolutely magnificent. I'm so lucky I got to meet them and Sergeant Cooper.
Wow. So smart. I'm just astonished. A female professor. That's amazing.
Yes, it is quite amazing.
Oh,
And in
she has
anthropology?
she has a fund, doesn't she? I think I've heard of it because
Yes.
there's a female professor that started a fund for women.
For bright young things, yes, exactly, that's her.
All right. I would love to meet
Wow.
her someday.
That's amazing.
Oh, be sure to introduce you. She's usually here. She just had to go away for a moment, but I can ask. I can
that'd be
introduce you.
amazing.
That would be
I would love
wonderful.
to chat to her a bit about archaeology. I think that'd be so much fun. I had a brief look into it at one point.
Oh, it's so sandy and old.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I wasn't
some
too keen on the
people
dirt.
went.
Yeah, the mud and the dirt didn't really that wasn't really quite appealing to me. But I like the history of it and learning that. So that was quite interesting for me. I'd love to have another chat with her about that. I say another. I've never had a
I'll
chat with
be
her.
sure to mention that. And
Of course, yeah.
Latoya, how are your studies going?
Oh, they're going really well. I'm doing
Good.
pretty good in all my subjects, and although I wouldn't say I'm top of the class, I can hold my own.
Oh, that's wonderful. And just tell me if you ever need some more help. It's no.
Oh, you done far
You
too
have
much
a-
already, Peggy. I couldn't.
Oh,
I couldn't bother
absolutely
you.
not.
You know what?
You
I'll,
are absolutely no bother.
I'll take down your contact details because even if she does need help, she'll never ask for it. So I'll do it for her.
Thank you.
You
What
know
I'm
me
just
too
saying,
well.
you're the smartest one in that bunch, and I'll be damned if anyone gets ahead of you just because they were born better. None
See
of
why I
that.
brought her along? She's a darling.
She absolutely is. Ew. I can't speak now.
Stop! I'll blush. Right. Well, I'm gonna finish off my tea, and then I guess we best be going.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need an escort? We have Archie or Sergeant Cooper. I can go with you, or we can send
Oh, no.
someone else
Aren't
to
we
be safe.
coming along with you?
I thought everyone
Oh,
was
of
coming.
course.
I mean,
Wait, are you
well-
going in this? Not that there's anything. There's nothing wrong with it. I would just hate for it to get dirty.
Oh, I have many more. It's fine. New York isn't that dirty.
Well,
Oh, very.
Twins.
well, we sure will be getting Garth something to talk about for the next decade.
Yeah.
Um,
We best not take some of the back streets if we're walking, just 'cause I feel like we might get mugged.
Oh, should I probably dress down then? Is there a lot of mugging around here?
No,
No.
but there's also not a lot of fancy people around here, so some people might jump
Ah.
at a chance.
I would perhaps
You know what?
recommend, something a little bit more neutral might be a good idea. And if you have a habit of driving, that might also be a good idea.
I can grab a neutral coat. I think I have somewhere in the back of the closet, but I'll bring my walking cane and
You brought the
will
dark...
be safe.
You brought the dark brown, miss. The one with the
Oh.
intricate lining.
Oh yes, that one would be perfect. Thank you. That should be sufficient.
Sorry, I keep saying miss instead of ma'am. I'm so used to saying Miss Peggy Lynch.
Yeah.
She's probably also used to... She's probably been struggling to swap from the miss to the
Probably,
ma'am
yeah.
ever since she got married.
It's stuck.
Yes.
You will always be a misdemeanor. Yeah.
Misdemeanor.
Hmm.
Archie returns.
I think Lisa's 20, because it would make sense that she's been a maid in your family since she was around 14, 15, and that her parents work for your family as well. And she's basically worked herself up to become a lady's maid.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Fair enough. Dolores is gonna, when she's finished the tea, she's gonna stand up and brush herself down a bit and be like, well, I'm gonna wait out in the room that we came in. Just gonna stretch my legs. If I sit in this comfy seat too long, I'll get adjusted to it and I'll miss it too much. It'll ruin other seats for me.
That is very true. I'll join you.
Lovely. Let's go, honey. We'll wait just outside for you.
Okay, yes.
The two of them titter out. How's Teddy doing, by the way?
I just asked, so just see. Okay, he'll be here in a moment.
Awesome sauce.
So-
Sick.
Is Peggy sorting everyone out with a ride then?
Yes.
Because there are 5 of you, which, with a squeeze would fit into one rented car. Yeah, at least a big American car.
I have a car.
Yeah.
You could squeeze 4 people in the back of an American car, couldn't you?
I'll
Oh,
sit-
we could.
Oh yeah.
Somebody could sit on Tommy's lap. I volunteer as tribute.
Archie? Yes.
Yes. Either that, or she could hail a cab for Latoya and Dolores.
Yes.
No, she'll like to keep everyone together.
True. Oh, she can sit on Tommy's lap.
Could be worse. Could be the other way around. I think Archie's gonna have to go with a darker suit this time. Scruffy. It looks like it's been worn by someone who has maybe fallen down a few flights of stairs in it. His suits never look new.
And
But,
currently also.
yep. But it's gonna help him blend into those shadows. Yeah. Also, daggers and shoes.
Does he meet us back up the top floor, or does he meet us down in the lobby?
I'm gonna let Rin decide that.
Does Dolores and Latoya go down to the lobby, or do they wait in the room outside?
I feel like they would wait for Peggy. I mean, well, Dolores would wait for Peggy before she went down to the lobby, so I presume
Yeah.
then Latoya would as
Is
well.
this the lobby?
So, I'm guessing that you all probably meet there and then go down to the lobby and get in the car. And I think we're just gonna fast forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One extremely cozy car ride
Yes.
later.
Is Cooper dressed for sleuthing?
For success. Wait, what?
For success. Always, yeah.
Cooper's dressed for like
French or
Stalingrad.
Australian?
He's dressed in his kinder clothing, so French.
French.
That means he has his best hat with the corks hanging
So-
from the rim.
No.
As Rick said, a intimate car ride later, and you arrive in Harlem. near the area that is at this point known as Little Africa. And let's see, it is on the east side of Harlem. There's a lot of big buildings. This one is, let's see if I can find my notes here. This one is near 137th Street, east of Lenox Avenue. And you enter a quite big building, and you're met by a man probably in his 70s. He's very tall. He's a black man with a full beard, which is chalk white, and thinning hair on top of his head. He's going a little bald, and he has a huge grin. He looks like one of those old fellas who've done a lot of manual labour in their life, and whilst not the athletic build, you can tell that this guy could probably lift a boulder if he needed to.
Oh,
hi, yes. Latoya, it's lovely to see you, girl. Oh, and Dolores, you popped by. I was
Hi,
been
guard.
told that you would be coming over tonight. So,
Well-
I'm bringing some guests over as well.
Yes. I hope you don't mind too much.
Oh no, by no means, madam. Please, come in. We're going to the second floor. Unfortunately, the lift is not working, so please follow me. He walks
No
with a
worries.
bit of a spring in his step and leads you up a staircase and up to the second floor of the building, where he opens up a flat. It's not a big place. It's a place that probably would be considered a student housing accommodation place these days. It's mainly consisting of one room which doubles up as living room and kitchen, and there's a small bathroom that he points out to you should you need it, and a bedroom, and that's pretty much all there is there. There is also a little storage room that has two windows facing the alley, and you can see Ransom Court, number 1 Ransom Court, at the bottom there. So you have very good view. Storage room is big enough for you to set up a small table and some chairs, but not much else. And he pours you some coffee, and now I've got some work to do tonight, so I won't be able to be here all the time, but you are more than welcome to use my room. I was told you might be doing some research in these disappearances and such, and I am all for helping that. It's been a menace to the community for quite some time, and
You're an absolute dear for helping us. Thank you so much.
Psychology.
oh, you are more than welcome, my dearie.
Psychology.
Go for it.
Spring in his step. Someone at his age? Obviously.
It's in his 70s. It's not
I got-
90 or something.
I got 11.
Yeah. You basically read this as a man who loves his job and loves his neighborhood
Is
and
his,
is genuinely nice.
so
No agenda whatsoever.
I should be careful.
He seems very earnest.
Your wording is always, you have to be very careful, because his job could be cultist and his community could be hell. So I'm gonna, alright, fine. Okay.
Garth
He's
is a
clean.
sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. How dare you doubt him? We love Garth. This is a
He-
Garth Kinney house. We
He
stand
cheekily
him.
picks up a slice of pecan pie and puts a little paper napkin under it. The keys he places on the table. And he takes a quick sip of coffee and then picks up his toolbox and heads out, like munching away on the pecan pie and humming to himself. I'll see you a little bit later. Just let me know if there's anything you need. You need only holler. I'll hear you out in the hall. And he closes the door.
Will do. Thanks, darling. Garth is such a sweetheart.
He is.
Where did you find this gem?
He's the gent. He does some odd jobs now and then for us.
Ah,
Like he said, it's community here. Everyone looks out for each other.
that's good.
Let's see.
So, we got some tables set up and stuff in there for you guys to start doing your sneak and peek.
Cooper? This is more your realm, maybe.
Well-
Any thoughts?
Well, let me have a look. I've never really been here, so
I
it's a
mean,
bit new
the
for me.
sergeant.
And what was that? Sorry, honey.
I was just saying the sergeant here is experience in things like this.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, I haven't done much experience other than the fighting bit that happens afterwards.
Oh. No
To be
snipering?
completely honest.
the fighting bits.
I mean,
I thought it was this one.
no, not.
Oh,
Cooper
I'm
is
a
an
I'm a
experienced
ground fighter.
snooper.
More of a ground soldier, to be fair.
Ground salt.
Sergeant.
But I know how to handle a rifle.
Wow, that's impressive.
Cooper opens his jacket and you see two handguns hanging inside it, and but mostly
Wow.
ground fight.
Latoya, he was packing the whole time.
Yep.
I didn't even realize.
Oh, I'm not
He's good at that.
surprised. You should see Peggy with her sword cane. Just saying.
Oh my god. Does everyone here know to have fight? Do all y'all know?
of course, yes.
You should see Archie's shoes.
Yeah.
There's no
Click
place
your
like
shoes,
home.
Archie.
There's no place like home. Click, click, stick. Now, putting them back in, that's the hard part. I just need to take these off. Hang on.
Your shoes?
Oh,
is
yes.
Is this what Miss Andrews meant earlier about the shoe thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He kept losing his shoes, so he got a pair of Archie.
Well, I mean, I've got a habit. It's only when
Yeah.
you're around.
So I'm honestly quite impressed. You still have these pair, and they're very worn out.
Well, they're lucky. And a man in my field believes in luck.
So when he kept losing his shoes and was absolutely useless in battle, I gave him a pair of knife shoes.
Of knife shoes, yeah. Because those are easy
Yes.
to come by.
Is it hard?
Oh,
For
no, I was
most.
being... I was being sarcastic, honey. No, I didn't mean to... No offense or anything. We obviously run in very different
None
circles.
Well, you'll find Ms. Andrews is exceptionally hard to offend. And believe me,
Oh my
I've
gosh.
tried.
Why would you try? She seems so sweet.
I like to see how people work, what makes them tick.
Is that what you said by your field? So you like to, work out people's brains.
Oh, darling, my field is dirty and is very, very far away from here.
Oh, so you're a... Wow, you know, I never expected that from you, but I guess you're from across the pond, right?
Uh, guilty? Pond? What a
Wow.
pond?
You know, I over in good old England.
Good old
England.
England.
Well, like, but I didn't realize that they had, you know, like male prostitutes. I didn't realize that was a thing that they did over there. I always thought they were so prudish.
Peggy, yeah.
Are you?
Well, you said your
Cooper
line of
is
work was
lying on the floor,
dirty and
coughing.
working out things, and I thought that just meant that you like to see how people tick, and you said it was dirty, and I'm sorry. Are we talking about two different things here?
First off, Cooper. Teddy, what did you say? You tried.
Cooper is lying, basically lying on the floor, heaving for air, laughing.
Ashley should have been here. Oh, I need to tell her. Oh, she's gonna love it. Oh, Dolores, no.
I think what he meant, Dolores, is that
You know, it's
he
fine.
might be doing some shady work.
It's-
Oh! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh, believe me, it's an honourable profession compared to some of the people I've met. Also,
Wow.
He just takes a book or something from a table and just drops it on
There's
Cooper's...
no books on the table.
Fine, whatever he can
There's a
find.
towel.
Sure, that'll work. He takes a
Toss
towel
a towel on him.
and he just
like a tea
drops
towel.
it on his face. Just
I deserve that.
it probably came out more like I deserve that.
Yeah. Cooper stands up.
He knows what he does and where he is or anything.
Right. So anyway, I'm gonna go snoop. You talk amongst yourselves, savages.
What actually do have we decided? Do you want me here with a rifle, or do you want me in the store?
Wow. He's
I
just
could
gonna pull
probably
a
take the
rifle.
rifle and keep an eye out.
Does your rifle have a scope, by the way?
Very few rifles came with scope
Yeah.
back at that time.
This is why I ask.
Yeah, so no.
Because had it been today, most likely it would have. But no.
It's the
Fair
person
enough.
firing it that matters.
But the view is pretty.
Who needs a
it's
scope
pretty.
anyway?
It's pretty clear view down to the alley. So
I could cover both of you.
I mean, with 80 in rifle, I think you could manage.
Spot hidden.
I mean,
5.
okay. Cooper takes a look at the view and tries to determine, is this a good spot?
Yeah.
To put it. Yeah.
it is. Yes, it is.
Alright.
Now let me just do some magic here, or at least attempt to.
When you're ready, I have a quick question with a 0-5 on spot hidden. Ah yeah.
Oh!
Ooh.
Ah yeah. Do the dance. Bang, bang, bang. Spot hidden dance. This is the sheer
Let's see.
not wanting
Spot
to be in
hidden
that
dance.
conversation anymore. Allowed him to see shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think I can take rifle point here and keep your back. Keep your back safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Cooper goes down to the car and comes back up again with a long long suitcase.
A violin.
Yes, a violin.
Did you bring mine?
He opens it, and there are 3 rifles in it.
Oh, it's the shotgun I'm looking for.
So,
Alright. Well, probably that one as well.
I have just shared the is a map. Hang on, I'm just gonna do this, where you usually find the clue board, and
It's not coming up.
no, it should do.
Should.
It should be completely black
2021.
for now.
Should.
It is
So-
completely black.
Yeah, but this
Fog of
is
war.
currently what you can see.
It's
Oh, cool!
So, hang on, I'm just gonna do some adjustments.
Oh, no, det är
Rin made the maps.
There
They
we
made the
go.
maps.
We're just
Where's
absolutely spoiled.
So our viewpoint are those 2 windows on the right-hand side, right?
Let's see.
Or are they doors?
Yes. So, I'm gonna put down a counter, I think, to show your placement. I'll just do it pretty easy and just. So the building that you are currently in is here.
So what? Is that
By
where we
the
are?
green square. If you can see that.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, actually, I can put down tokens. I don't have a token for you currently. 3.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Dear fam.
It's stuck now.
It is, yeah. It is. The hardest one to break out of is when you do a Scottish accent, because that just, it gets addictive.
Oh.
Can't escape that one.
Sorry, is it me? I'm sorry. That is, you
There we
can't.
go.
Yeah.
Here's Peggy. And we've got Archie. And Thomas.
How much
Are you?
are we going to be able to do now? Because we're reaching 9:30.
Yes. Oh, yes. We started a little bit late, so we're actually on the 3-hour marker now. So the question is, do you want to stay on just a little bit longer to wrap things up?
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Because it shouldn't take all that long.
I speak for everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there's the pictures. Cool.
Yes.
It's
what?
us, actually.
And we'll borrow Ashling for Dolores for now.
Ree's going to replace Hulda.
That's cool.
I can never
Don't-
replace Hulda.
Don't sound so happy about it, Rick.
Sorry, I'll rephrase that.
So the window is
Dolores.
basically here, and you can see this this alleyway, or this backyard,
How
or back
lovely.
alley. Now, as the evening progresses, first and foremost, as you set up shop, so to say, you catch an old man, short, elderly African American man with very little hair.
Oh.
And his clothes, since you rolled so well, seem a bit old-fashioned. And he leaves the building just as you set up shop. No, actually, sorry, he enters the building. He comes walking down from that would be on your left, into the alley, and seems to be unlocking the door and enter the shop.
That would be Silas, no doubt. Maybe?
Most likely.
Keys indicate ownership. By the way, Is there... Odd question. Is there any plant life in this court?
It's in the middle of New York City in January, and it's been a blizzard.
Okay, so that's a hard question to ask, but I got a 0.5. So what I'm asking is... Impossible. That's a dumb question. Alright, whatever.
Yeah, there are some puddles. There's some trash that you can see that is basically leaned up against the can on the wall. I might be able to zoom in a little bit.
Just wanted to see if it was like that place in Kenya.
Can Dolores go up to the window and have a peek out next to Archie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what you do spot, Archie, is that...
0.5. 0.5. Our eyes.
Sorry, I just need to reread what I wrote there, so I don't say the wrong thing.
Reading. Uh-oh. Someone's rolling. It's gonna be bad.
You can see that there is a sign outside saying Juju House.
What a find.
Let's see. African Art Emporium.
See?
And there is a display window, but it's barred off at the back, so you can't see into the shop. And to get any more details of that, you would need to go downstairs. Oh no, actually you do notice one thing.
Okay.
Because there is another window. No, there isn't. There is another door beside it. So the door to the Juju house is, let's see,
You got the writing tool on the left?
here. Did you see that ping?
Yeah.
Or here, actually, to be precise. That is the door. This is the window.
I got the idea. But the other door...
And this door...
Yes.
Looks... difficult to tell at this distance, but it kind of looks a bit worn.
So, it
And
looks
there's
like
a lot of litter, not just beside it, but also in front of it, which may indicate that if it was used a lot, whoever used it would probably get rid of some of that litter right in front of the door.
Implies sudden vacancy.
Possibly.
Ree, you were trying to say something?
Oh yeah. So I rolled a 25 in spot hidden, so I presume she's just kind of like noticed less of what he has, but she's kind of silent. She's all like, "So what you looking at out here?"
Archie's got, like, literally cat eyes at this point. That's what 0.5 will do to you. He literally has, like, the witch's eyes shining in the dark. Okay. He just looks at you and then looks back. That just... Oh! Hello. Yes.
Hello.
So, the old gentleman going in there, that's the place of suspect.
Oh, the Juju house.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very defensible. Don't you think, Sergeant?
It's not, is there any windows inside, or is it just a door?
Just one little window.
There's the window next to yes.
And a door.
I mean, it's only one window, so yeah, pretty defensible.
Yes.
What about that
Huh?
that door next to it?
Good question. The trash outside, that seems to have been left there a while now, indicates that there was someone who probably occupied the place, and then one day decided that they weren't going to throw out the refuse anymore. The strangest thing is, you would think that an import specialist would complain about their neighbour leaving trash everywhere.
Oh, it doesn't seem like it's not been picked up at all. It's just that there is some litter that is spilled from the full bin over to the other side, and some of it seems like it's been lying there for a little while.
So...
But it's still an indication that, okay, because if this place was in usage, whoever owned it would make sure that at least the entrance wouldn't be, like, locked.
Exactly. So, what Rin said. Peggy?
Yeah, yes?
When do we stop watching and start acting? What's the plan?
Finding out clues?
Well,
I don't think we should go in guns blazing.
I never said guns blazing. I could...
Maybe bait, I think, is what he's suggesting.
What? No. No.
Oh yeah, Archie, you were talking a lot about going into the shop. Do you want to go?
Yes, but firmly behind the sergeant.
I think
But
it's
you need the
closed
sergeant
now.
to be,
But
it's closed?
I would think
I
it's
can keep
closed.
you
It's
safe.
that late.
Then who just went in?
The owner.
One could
Who's
assume,
it?
at least. I mean, it could be a shop that's open late, but most shops tend to close at around, I don't know, 4 or 5?
Archie, if I do recall, in Peru, you
Oh god.
at least attempted to unlock a door. Do you still?
You promised. We all swore we would never speak about that. I still have nightmares about that fucking door. Excuse my language, just...
Well, I have nightmares about the cigarettes, so I think I win.
Oh yeah, the cigarette, big scary, sure. But that door though.
But I digress. You still have the tools.
Maybe.
Cooper,
Maybe.
would you
Yeah.
please roll, are you also in there looking?
Oh please.
Would you please roll a spot hidden?
Thank you. I was gonna ask if I can see anything through the window, any lights or anything. Get a spot hidden. Yes. That is a 43 out of 66.
As Archie seemed to have also observed, it seems like the display window, which is the only window there, is barred off behind the display. So there's no way of really seeing inside. However, you spot that someone is entering the alley.
Second person?
I look at the other guys and go, shh,
Keep it down. Rude.
It is, from what you can see,
Scarf.
a muscular African man with shaven head. And
It's not,
He
not so much
stops.
hair going on here.
he stops in front of the door, seems to knock. And
How does he know?
shortly after, just like a quick tap tap,
Oh, okay.
shortly after the door opens, you can't really, at this angle it's a little difficult to see who opens it, but you can assume that it's the guy who went in earlier.
Words.
Ah, well, roll a spot hidden.
Get it, Cooper.
Roll
Go on.
another spot hidden to see if you see who's
Roll
opening the
another
door.
Positive thinking. Think of the 5.
Another spot hidden. Oh,
You can do it.
yes.
That
What'd
was
you get?
close.
That was
What'd you
very
get?
close, but yes.
How good?
Oh, come on.
61 out of 66.
No, you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
That would have been a
Oh.
hard. You had to make a hard.
Ah. Dang it.
Anyway, the door opens and this other man enters. And the door closes again.
Oh, bugger this.
We
I'm gonna go take a look at the next door neighbour. I'm rather curious.
You hear the door to the flat open again, and quickly followed by some jolly humming from Garth. It's like, hello there, how are you all doing?
Great. How are you?
Oh, I'm splendid, thank you for asking. Yeah, Garth, Latoya asks, that building next door to the shop, do you know anything about that? Because Archie here mentioned that it looks like it's not much in use. Oh, that old building there, yes, that used to be a pawn shop. But it's closed now. It's been closed for a while. I think it's abandoned.
How long has it been closed?
Oh, I don't know. I've not been keeping tabs on that, but it's been closed for a good while.
Oh, it's such. No.
What?
I think the
Rick?
internet here is being moody. So
the internet froze it for a moment, so it's
Garth
I think we
puts down his
lost the last
toolbox and picks up a bucket and
Bucket.
it seems to be preparing to do some washing. And then says that, yet again, if there's anything else, just holler. I'll be down the hall doing some washing.
Question.
Garth?
Garth sees Cooper sitting by the window with a rifle. Does he react at all to that?
He raises an eyebrow and is like,
Okay.
looks like you can handle a weapon, boy. That's good.
See? Crazy
yeah.
white folk.
Thank you.
be.
Oh, actually, you can roll a spot hidden again, Cooper.
Again?
Yes.
Yes. 31 out of 66.
Yeah. You, his overalls are a little bit open, and you just catch a dog tag that kind of just like passes under the overalls. This man has served.
Cooper keeps looking out, takes a quick glance and keeps looking out and just says, what division were you in?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Number.
Yeah.
Number.
He gives you a division, and he probably fought in France, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Could it, Somme? Is that First World War or Second?
First.
Both actually, but yeah, first.
Yeah, Somme. Yeah, he was at
That
Somme.
song. Just kept
Impressive.
asking for those roles.
French Foreign Legion, Verdun, among other places.
Ah, interesting. Well, that's a mighty fine weapon you got there, son, and it's good to see it's in the hand of someone who clearly takes care of it.
Thank you. It was my father's.
Good chat. I've got stairs to wash. Excuse me. And he gives you a wink and a grin, and heads off again.
Yes.
flirting with the old man.
Oh yes, I was a war hero as well. I was the first division, best division. Yeah, he goes over and takes a crowbar from Garth's tools.
Mm-hmm.
He said he has a toolkit, right?
Yeah, it's a toolbox. It's kind of open, so there's some
Sweet.
stuff sticking out.
So yeah.
He doesn't have a crowbar there.
What kind of a tool? Yeah, all right.
Because it's a toolbox. It's kind of like, it's
You
not
can
that
get
big.
like travel-sized.
But he has a few other tools. He's got like a good old-fashioned hammer with like the... But,
I don't want a hammer. I want a crow.
well, he hasn't got a crowbar there.
Right. Fine. Right.
Do you need a
You're in a
crowbar to
storage
open the
room,
door?
though, so you can have a look around there.
Peggy, buy me a crowbar. I want a crowbar.
Wait, so you wanna go
Just
down and have a look
maybe?
inside the shop?
That's the plan. Well, the
Then
pawn
why don't we
shop.
just go down and ask?
As you're saying that,
Oh god.
the door opens again.
Oh hey Garth.
No, of the shop
Oh shit.
downstairs.
I said what I said.
And the man you just saw enter leaves again.
Well, the shop is obviously open. Let's just go
Does he
down and have a look.
carry something? Anything?
Yeah? You've got our back. We can.
It's a good question. He's not looking like he's carrying anything.
Sorry?
He's not carrying anything.
No. Not carrying anything.
Mhm.
Do we want to follow him or go inside the shop or the pawn shop?
But you've always wanted to go into the shop.
I've always
But I
wanted to
think
go
the pawn shop is
safer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sergeant, you want to
Yeah.
keep an eye on me down there?
Sure. Do you want me with you or up here?
I'll come down with you.
Oh, be careful now, Dolores.
Yes.
I'll be fine.
Oh,
Alright, we got our eyes on you.
oh, excellent. Responsibility.
Come on then, Archie.
A small question before they leave.
Mhm.
I'm guessing since Cooper's been down fetching stuff, you can probably guess how long does it take to run down if and through the doors if anything happens.
5 minutes? It's not far.
Okay.
It's literally around the corner, and someone of somewhat athletic capability can get down those stairs quite quickly.
Second
Yeah, okay.
floor? Just jump. Commander roll. Roll.
No.
You're a soldier. Just jump it.
Second floor, as in British second floor.
Oh, well, you should have led with that. That's like the third floor.
Yes, for
it's-
Norwegians.
Yeah.
That shit'll get you every time.
There was
Alright.
a ground floor, a
So-
first floor, and a second floor.
Just
So I
this with your
guess
coat.
3 are crowd, so you and Dolores
Mhm.
figure it out. Well, I'll stay here then.
You
You're
can come
staying
down
here with me?
too.
I just said I'm staying up here with the rifle.
Oh,
But
you wanted to
they
stay?
they seem so fine with just me.
It's up to
I
you,
can
Peggy.
stay. I can stay up here, and you can go down with the two of them if you want.
oh, thank gosh.
That's
You
Yes.
Yes.
you sure 3 isn't a crowd?
3 won't be a crowd at all.
No. No, not at all.
Well, that's Archie.
Oh, Archie, did you want just? I mean, it's up to you, Archie.
I mean,
No.
Archie is our best best sleuth next to Peggy. So
I've crawled into house, but Dolores, do you have any weapons on you?
I don't need no weapons.
You sure?
No, really. Do you have any weapons?
Why would I need a weapon?
Oh, my summer child.
I mean, if the
why
shop's
wouldn't you?
open, we can just
Why
look
wouldn't
to
you?
the shopkeeper. Why would you need a weapon in these cases?
We're not going into, or
I've
you
heard-
are not going into the shop.
It's in Chicago.
Hmm?
You heard about what happens in Chicago nowadays? I read your newspapers.
Look, I know how to take care of myself. I was raised down in the South. But if it makes you feel better, hand me one of your little gun things.
Your little gun things?
Little gun things. Okay, Peggy gives her which caliber?
Derringer, probably.
I don't have a Derringer.
My
first.
Don't you?
Right,
Not
you
anymore?
drop the gun.
I gave it to Aisling.
That is true.
So it's either I don't know,
32.
a 32 or a 45.
I think the 32. Yeah.
Let's give her my right
Yeah.
shoe.
Peggy gives her the 32 revolver. Here.
Oh,
Right.
thanks.
She just pulls it out from somewhere in her dress.
Where are you keeping that?
I often ask
Ah,
myself
a
that
lady
same question.
doesn't tell her secrets.
Okay, a woman of mystery. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are the three of you all going down then?
Yeah, can I clear something up?
absolutely.
There's something that needs clearing up though, because we've got the imports Juju House place, which
Yeah.
is the south door and
Yeah.
window, and then there's the pawn shop.
It's the north door.
Is the north door, but that one has been. It's not open. It's just abandoned. It looks like.
Yeah, it's to an abandoned pawn shop, as you've now been told.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay, so the three of you go downstairs. Did you, and you were not going to follow the man who exited?
Nope.
No. Okay, so you probably wait until he's left, which he probably has by the time you've gotten down there. Are you trying to be stealthy about it? Or...
Yes.
Yes. Please roll some stealth check.
Finally, I can roll something. It's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that luck dice that I got.
Oh no, you got a 5 luck. Points of luck.
Oh,
Right, you have a few rerolls.
Did you get some
I have a
rerolls
few
as well?
reroll.
Yeah, we got.
I
few
got a
rerolls
reroll.
last time.
Let's go back and see.
If you didn't use them.
Let's see.
Oh,
Okay, I'm-
Rin, those rerolls we got. Oh, I got one
Let's
last
see.
time, I think. Is that still counting, or is it gone
Yes,
now?
if it's from the cold dice,
Yeah.
then you still have them.
Okay.
That's still
Well,
good.
I'm gonna try that because
Yes.
this was not good.
And that goes for you too.
I
Rick.
will
Don't.
use my reroll that I got earlier as well.
Yes.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
God, given the luck.
23 out of 40.
Can I push the roll?
Ooh,
Ooh.
do it.
How bad is it?
Don't-
It's not great.
You're not allowed to ask that. You're not allowed to ask that.
Am I not?
No.
It's in
Right,
it's in
you
the
can.
very very high. It's 92.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Sure.
not enough luck.
Why should I let you push the roll, my dear?
So at first, when Dolores went down, she's got her nice brown shoes on, and they're very clicky clacky. And she noticed from how Peggy and Archie were walking, she was like, "Oh, stealthy, okay." And then she starts going on her tiptoes instead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah.
Perfect. Yay, 14
Nice.
Excellent.
out of 75.
According to Lutra, I have a reroll.
Yeah.
So it was a 2 on the singles and the 10s. Oh, that is so good.
Oh, okay, 2 points.
I literally
Okay, so you have 2.
I only caught
Got it.
1. That's nice.
just,
Now I have 1.
What? You just managed?
I
Or...
just got it.
Okay, so you
Oh.
all manage.
I'm so tense.
Okay, let's. Ooh. Tense, yes. Let's.
Peggy's
let's
the
burn
most
some
flashy, but
tens.
the most stealthy. It's the soft Italian leather.
Oh, the music.
It's all of that
Ooh.
Italian silk. Silk goes swoosh.
Yeah, so you move down into the alley. You see the window now is full of different types of African art and figurines and all sorts. If you've been to sort of a new age shop,
Oh God.
it kind of gives off a little bit of that feel. But from your limited knowledge, it seems a bit more genuine than, you know, the mishmashy shops that we have nowadays. There is no window on the door, and there's a little sign in the exhibition that says Open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Closed Sundays. Lunch 12 to 1 p.m.
Well, if it's closed, then who went in? Oh, sorry. If it's closed, then who went in?
You mean the other door?
No, the south one.
No, this door.
Oh.
Well, we're not going in that door. We're going in that door. That door over there.
Well, I mean, if he's still inside, then how are we gonna open it without him Wait. Are we going... By which...
We're going in the north door, not the south.
Pawn shop.
We're going into the shop that the people just came in and out of, yeah?
No.
No.
Nope.
We're going in the shop that's got all the rubbish outside of it. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. You notice it's got a padlock on it.
Oh, excellent. All right. Okay. I'm a little out of practice, and I do tend to get performance anxiety. I can't perform while people are watching. Okay.
Oh, okay. Dolores is gonna turn around and kind of just face the other side of the alley. She's still very awkwardly holding onto the gun. She actually doesn't know how to fire it. So she's like, I'll be honest, I feel a lot safer if you just take it away from me, because I feel like I might shoot my own foot.
Oh, okay.
Safety zone.
Do you want a sword instead?
You have a sword? I mean, you have a sword?
Yes. She
Oh my
holds up
God,
her
Mike.
walking cane.
Oh god.
You know what? I'll be fine. I've never handled one of those. You know what? It's fine. If a fight breaks out, I just run. I'm very fast.
Yes. So, excellent. That sounds the safest. Or just hit them where it, kick them where it hurts.
Oh, I can do that.
Yes. good.
I've had my fair share doing that.
Perfect.
Stick them with the killy end.
So
Cooper sits in the window and going, "Oh, should have joined them. Should have joined them."
So, what did you roll?
Dolores just holds like a thumbs up to the window. She's like,
you can roll spot hidden to see if you spot Latoya, who's probably now taken Dolores' seat and is sitting looking down there.
I got a pass.
Yeah, she does this back to you.
You look like a pro.
Oh, they're all gonna die.
What did you roll, Rick?
I got a little over, so I used the luck that a very kind person gave to me. Should I find that?
Yeah, you have up to 10 points to use to spend.
I know. I only needed half of that, but I used it, and now I made the lock go click. So, after a few moments of hearing him muttering to himself about how stupid he hates doors, and then suddenly the padlock goes, to which point Archie almost screams with delight because it fucking
So what you hear is a little...
Are there mice here?
well,
The door's not been opened yet.
There's
But
mice. I
the
hate mice.
padlock
There's-
is
there's not
open.
mice, but there are rats.
Oh my god.
No, it's fine. Good job, Archie. And she pats his arm.
Here, I'm gonna keep this lock, just as a memento.
As a memento.
Mm.
Okay.
The first.
Oh, it's
lock we've
impressive
ever
that you worked out how to do all that.
Oh,
I suppose that's the dirty work you were talking about earlier, huh?
yes.
Oh, no worries. Man with mystery. I like it. It's fun. I mean, I like it. It's fun. Sorry, my voice gets loud. Come on, let's go.
You really shouldn't be here.
Well,
Yeah.
you're the one that I.
So, holding the shotgun in his right hand, he puts his right elbow against the door and takes one last look up to Cooper, giving him like a quick gesture.
Yeah.
And then slowly goes inside the pawn shop. And this is where the door goes. Pterodactyl scream.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck! I might as well
It's not loud though. So
door go. Wah!
it is very dark here. So for now, this is what you see.
Place your bets now, kids. Who's gonna die first? Oh God, the map. The map does it.
It's doing a thing.
Ooh.
So we've
What's
got
that?
Archie. Have you entered the room? You
I
said.
am
Yeah,
entering the
Yes.
room now, hoping that I don't get stabbed in the ass by a Texan.
What you can see in this limited amount of light, first and foremost, actually, roll a listen.
Am I listening through the snores of Cthulhu?
All of us, or just Archie?
Just Archie.
Oh God, I hate it when you say that. I got 3.
Yes. You hear the scuttling, the distinct scuttling of rats, and possibly cockroaches. No, not cockroaches, but rats.
Cock rats. Rat roaches. Look it, see?
Yes, I can
do not
see
lie.
Rick. Well done, Rick. And nothing else. There's no other sounds.
Is that the room?
That's what you can see of the room.
Is it because it's dark?
As you step in, you also hear sort of a bit of an echoing sound, indicating that it's a rather large space with very little furniture.
Oh fuck.
But it's pitch black in here. There's no lighting.
Peggy has a lighter.
No.
Yeah, she's. Have you moved in to see?
Yeah. Archie's been too quiet for too long, so
What's too long for Archie?
Yeah.
3 seconds.
yeah.
Okay, so you take out a lighter.
Cooper looks at Latoya. I don't think they brought a flashlight.
Amateurs.
That would probably have been a good idea, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly,
I think
Peggy pulls it. No.
the lighter probably lights up approximately this much.
That helps.
Huh. Like lighters are impressively good at showing light. Wow.
Light Archie on fire. He will everybody to place.
He will live up to his name.
Burnout! Oh God, can you imagine that? The fog would disappear wherever he's running as he dies.
You can see it's quite empty apart from what looks like some counters and maybe a bookshelf or something with sheets over it.
Can I try spot hidden?
Yes, you may.
Why don't we enter the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that might, for free, give us more.
Yes. How far in do you go?
Oh, I go in deep.
Dolores will probably follow. She's
Yeah.
quite excited.
No,
So about-
absolutely not.
Here, for example?
Yeah?
Sure. I think the trick here is to stay near a wall. See that point of reference?
Peggy pulls out her gun beside the lighter and goes in the. Yeah. Actually, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not what I wanted.
Let's see. That
Archie,
allows
watch
you
my back.
to see a little bit more.
What?
So,
You're starting to sound like Cooper.
here we go.
Is that a bad thing?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
You've got a gun, right?
Obviously. Shows him
Yes.
just the gun. It's actually like...
Good.
I
Peggy,
think
get
it's
your
like
gun.
this, basically.
Oh yeah, right. So just don't hit me. But if there's anything, just watch my back,
Well,
please.
Did you want me to keep watch on the door?
Yes. That's a great idea.
I'll go do that. So Peggy's gonna. Peggy? I'm not Peggy. That's Peggy. I'm Dolores. Hello.
I'm Cooper.
Hello.
She wishes you were there.
Dolores is gonna go outside the door, and she's gonna just close it behind her, so it looks like less conspicuous,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Pop. And close.
Just love that. Oh, actually, do you have a gun? Well, duh.
And I think that is where we're going to end today's session. Have an otherwise lovely Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.